What's good? What's good? What the fuck? It's Pidge. No way. What's good? Hello, everyone.
I can't believe you told me that we're starting and then you tell me to start mewing. What the fuck?
Lock in, Trinity, bro. Like, come on.
Good morning, USA. My name is Pishstar MR. I have a super goated YouTube channel. Yes.
All right, let me give this a subscription real quick. Hold on. YouTube.
Yeah, for real, oh god.
Pidgestar MR. I can't type that fast. I'm a controller main, bro. I don't know how to type.
Just type with your controller.
I wish. I feel like I would unironically be like matching speed on controller, bro. It's insane.
Yeah, one could wish.
If I can navigate my whole PC with the controller, I would.
My voice might be a little bit different on the videos for, you know, it has been a long time.
I mean, I'm not watching these right now. But...
My third puberty, so you know.
Third time's a charm, I guess. Good luck.
Wait.
Anyways, our matchup is ready.
All right, I forgot we're supposed to be commentating. Who are the players?
Dog.
Shit. So there's just a slight skill gap between these two players here with M8 M8 being C2 and then Silenzo being C6. The TR gap being what is that? Sorry, help.
What? That's like 800.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
The 800 TR gap.
Yeah, the numbers.
Yippee!
Yay! All right.
This is a great idea.
Okay, this is the warm up. Okay, good. So Silenzo starting off.
Oh, is that AFK? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that desync into what up, bruh?
Yeah, the 10 PPS burst coming from M8. I don't expect less.
Desync into extended might be the craziest combo I have ever seen. Lag switching in the big Tetrio.
What the fuck is the big Tetrio? Okay, Silenzo here wasting the TPs, having no surge, down by 60 surge here, having the disadvantage. Not even 60 surge, that 18, 19, the number just keeps going up. I can't keep up with it. I feel like I'm gonna say this a lot.
Yeah, but M8 just does not have a good opportunity to capitalize, but their surge is high enough so even if they send it naked right now, it's probably still gonna be lethal. The eyepiece is one away, they have one stall placement, and that's just gonna be the round.
I think we're gonna see a lot more of that. It's just a nagging feeling.
A lot more of what?
And a lot more surge farming and surge capping coming from M8.
Alright. Let's see how correct your prediction is.
I'm always right.
I couldn't tell how like optimal like that surge usage was because it felt like they didn't really have a genuine shot to use it. It's just that the opposing board state was so bad that like it didn't matter. But maybe once Silenzio locks in, it won't be a factor.
It feels as if M8 is just trying to build as much surge as possible until they're pushed into a situation where they have to break. They're like gamble, like that surge is enough to kill Silenzo.
So it's a passive thing for them. It's not like actively trying to build an advantage. They just can build surge, so they will build surge. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, essentially.
Gotcha.
Number go big equals happy. Dopamine. I don't know.
Understandable.
That's how gambling works.
Okay, Silenzio taking the TSS on the C-spin. I do like this. Their board state's going to be much better as a result of this. They are going to have the surge lead. We are seeing another decent another DC cannon from M8.
Another decent from the big Filipino.
I swear, if this surge goes up by like 5 when we reconnect, I'm gonna crash out.
The big Filipino. Holy hell!
They're matching.
John Filipino, come here, represent. Silenzo just can't.
I feel so bad for Silenzio. There's literally nothing you can do about this. There's no reaction. Like,
I'm so glad I didn't play today.
Wait, is it just me who's desyncing, or are you seeing the desync too?
I'm seeing the desync too. Wi-Fi issues?
Yo, we gotta get Big Homie Oz to boost the servers.
Wha-
What's
what
happening right
issue?
now?
This isn't an issue. This is an upgrade. What the hell?
It goes from 0 to 6 in the DC. I would be crashing out.
But Sanzo is keeping up quite well. Actually, I don't know because
Dog, is this allowed?
wait, is that
Ref, do
on
something.
my screen or is these no sound dropping? I can't tell. Sanzo just
Silenzio has no choice but to just stride, trying to find the next surge threshold before they get hit with the lines of doom and despair. Never mind.
Never mind. Vic
That is an
Alba-
actual DC.
and it is 1 to 2. God damn. Oh, I counted.
All right, can we get a reminder on how this how DCing works here? Do they like forfeit the round, or is it a gentleman's agreement? Is there like a double DC equals forfeit penalty? It's been a while.
we have
Okay.
confirmation. Double DC is a forfeit, and with MH Wi-Fi, I don't know.
All right, getting word that Silenzio has the option of whether to take that point on the DC, but if a second DC occurs, then our mate will end up being DQ'd. So good luck. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully this Wi-Fi gets fixed so that we don't see desync cannon. Terrifying.
Waiting on the mate here. Do you think mate will DC again? What are your predictions?
What are my if I see desync lasting for more than 10 seconds at a time, I'm just gonna assume that a DC will happen. If it at least calms down, then I'm gonna assume they have it handled. Because like now they have to lock in. I don't know if they gotta like contact their ISP within like 5 minutes or what. But Godspeed.
Fair enough. Oh my god. I do think this is quite interesting because this has opened up like a new win con for Silenzo, and it's made MA go from possibly trying to troll to, well, not trying as much, to having to like go full speed to not risk another DC.
Yeah, the thing is, like, MA is now in a position to where they have to start speedrunning every game, but it's really hard to speedrun if you're not sending pressure for 20 seconds at a time. So it's actually going to be the best and worst enemy here.
What I want.
It is actually a race against the clock. I am honestly surprised that like this is even like a thing.
What I want to see though is how Silenzo like capitalizes off on this. Are they like gonna play normally still, or find some way to like profit off of his Wi-Fi?
Silenzio has
that's
to
a
like
fact.
chill when they can see and then stride when they can't. They just need to like avoid dying by any means, right? But because M8 won't be sending that much pressure, that means that Silenzio also has the opportunities to start building an at least match surge to guarantee survival. There are a lot of avenues that Silenzio has due to the lack of pressure, but they just can't get surprise spiked. I mean, that's way easier said than done, but if they can just hold a surge under literally no... If they don't fold under 0 pressure, then they might be fine.
Right, what's coming through my head right now is stalling methods, and I don't think I should say them, or they might just employ every tactic that I'm thinking of.
You can't be using that word. You can't say that.
What word? Well, huh? I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Tactics of prolonging the match.
Mm-hmm.
So, next question. Where is M8?
Maximizing the 10 minutes, bro. That's where M8
God.
is.
He's really using that time to call his Wi-Fi provider.
Okay,
Oh
you know
my
what? I've been in this situation as a long-time console enjoyer to where my Wi-Fi is just not syncing properly and I have to pull out the hotspot. Most of the time, it does the job for the time being. But Top 8 has just started, so hopefully this is not a gambit that has to exist for a while. Because if it is, then it might be cooked. They might get hit with the reduced rates, and then they might be put right back in the same boat.
Hey, so you mentioned you have a hotspot. You should share it to M8 for real, God.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hotspot you across the planet. I can definitely do that. We definitely have the infrastructure to hotspot you across the planet.
It's like, uh, it's with wireless technology, you know? It's amazing nowadays, you know? Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, honestly, I didn't know where I was going with that.
Well, I gotta know. How do you think this phone call is going? I need to hear this live reenactment right now.
Live reenactment? Shit, I don't know, but if I had to guess, it'd be him like talking on the phone really urgently because he wants to play this tourney. Like, please do something about this. I really want to play in this tourney. I really need the $5. It's really important to me. You know how much $5 is in PHP? Please. My family is hung
That's
on
some
hungry.
spaghetti right there, is
Please,
it? Is it not?
Speed. I need this.
I'm glad you took it there. If you didn't, I would have. Please, Globe. I need this.
Please. Oh yeah. Okay, what's your interpretation then?
What's my interpretation? I mean, I feel like you've got it on the money. They are hitting the speed face right now, praying that something can be done and that they actually get through to a person instead of just going through customer service AI. Good luck.
For customer service, please press 3.
Ellie is holding back from saying the one phrase they know in Filipino. Is this like a bad thing?
What? I have no clue.
Okay, the Filipinian in my ear is telling me yes.
Filipinian? Filipinian?
Oh, is this your first time hearing me say that?
What do you mean Filipinian? Wait, so you're Americano, right? Wait, no,
Mhm.
Ameri.
Okay, so for context, what's
America.
happening is that a DC happened, and we are currently waiting for M8's return. They are trying to switch to data, is the last word we got. I don't know what the timer is at. I have not been counting. But hopefully they end up getting back here. I wouldn't want to see a DQ happen, but it might be the way it goes.
It's been like 6.
Don't say it. Don't you freaking dare. I know I have a quota to hit, but
I think
I might have to snap your neck. Okay.
maybe 7.
God damn. Oh, that's I thought they were back. Nope, that's a whole different player. GG's.
that ain't it, mate.
My eyes lit up. Okay, Silenzio is taking it like they don't want the DC point. I respect it.
They don't want the DC point to prolong the match.
They don't want the DC point.
Oh wait, no, having the
To prolong the match. Dog. Ellie, be for real.
No,
All I'm saying is that if this goes to tiebreaker, this is going to be the funniest backfire known to man.
it would be kind of funny, but I would also kind of explode.
Would you? Your main goal?
My main goal is to blow up, and I don't know nobody.
Ha ha ha.
That was so fucking fake, bro.
I don't know how to.
Mary, Mayor,
Mir. All right, it's time to leave the booth. I gotta go. Bed too comfy.
Bed too comfy, eat too eatery. Fuck, I can't say that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Coming from you, that can be a lot of different directions, and I don't think I want to go any of those directions.
The Filipinian will.
I am
murder
not turning left at the crossroads, homie. Getting word that the speed test results just dropped. That says 2 megabytes per second. This is prime PS4 hotspot activities, but they have finally re-entered the lobby. Good luck,
There's
have fun.
no way.
The score is currently 1-1, so we will be doing a normal 1st to 10. Godspeed.
Godspeed to both of the players. Oh, they switched sides. Right? I mean, not lagging.
All right, M8. Nope, there it is. You just had to say something. Okay, it was a lot less time though. I probably shouldn't have said that. But unfortunately, Silenzio is under pressure now, so that Surge did have to break a lot earlier. But luckily, they were able to end up forcing out M8 Surge as well, who is currently getting the desync at the perfect time. Well access is no longer a concern. They have the multiple count to 4s during desync, and yeah, that's just gonna be the kill shot.
It's way too much for Zion Zone misdropping at the crucial moment at the down stack there. I think I can see M8 speeding up because M8 was going 3 like mid 3.5. That last round 6.2 the entire round, and also
Oh wow.
Zion Zone.
Yeah, M8 is starting to play some Naga Eyes in the tournament set right now, farming that Surge, knowing that they don't have to worry about that much pressure of their own. Once again, they're low enough on the board to where they're probably not going to have any pressure by the end of the engagement to actually supplement it, but it's getting high enough to where that's not even a factor. The pure out pressure is going to be enough to take yet another point.
I think the pressure is getting to Silent Zone here. They
Oh, it 100% is.
Way too quickly for their own good, and I feel like they just need to slow down here. And
well, they need to slow down until the desync happens, and then they're going to be a lot forced to speed up.
But I think they have to rely on the desync here. With M8 trying his whole best, it's possible, but I don't find it feasible that they will be able to win in the conventional way.
Oh, Silenzio gets that Z piece for the counter 4 at the bottom of the bag. That's going to force a Surge break. It's going to be a non-threat to M8. Currently trying to stack up the Surge. They have the counter 4 at the ready. Building some more T-spins. Extremely greedy. The desync is actually going to force M8 to end up breaking the Surge there. Oh my goodness. Visually, it was fine, but that damage came in so late. M8 just had nothing on their board at the moment, but Silenzio is not doing hot.
More desync, more desync. Saying so, both on the clean board. This is quite we're on equal grounds again. M8 starting to build some Surge. Signs are having to waste all the IPs. Is also breaking.
Oh no, Silenzio doesn't count correctly. That Surge is gonna break, and now they're going to be at that oh so familiar disadvantage. They have quite the well.
What they also have is an 18 disadvantage, a 20 disadvantage now with no Surge and no setup to save their life.
Silenzio's actually in a board seat to where if M8 was forced to Surge right now, Silenzio is probably going to be alive. Never mind, they are so dependent right now, and M8 manages to get out without the break?
I would also like to mention that M8 did not lag or desync for that entire round.
This is improvement. We love to see this. ISP's cooking, or I guess Data's cooking.
Okay, the usual 4 PPS extended from M8. And Sanso is trying his best to catch up, having to break
Very
here.
interesting sequences from Silenzio. Trying to maximize the pressure, but that might have been to their own detriment here. They have the count to 4, but that's going to cover the next, at least making it to the 4 Surge threshold, hoping that they can have something to support it with. Unfortunately, they are going to have to send it naked here, so it's going to be a complete non-threat, and M8 is just trying their hardest to stack up the Surge before it ends up being a forced break.
Sanso here having a quite awkward board. Can they find the Tetris in time before they die?
Okay, M8, this is like the greediest count of 4 I've ever seen. Not going to be punished in the slightest, but they are going for 30.
They do get to 30, 31, still cannon. And I don't think M8's gonna break anytime soon. Okay,
no,
sure.
there it is. They're getting down to the cheese. And once again, it's unsupported, so Silenzio... Oh no, I shouldn't have said anything! That I-spin isn't real, it's one too low! The well access is not there, even with the eyepiece in sight! And that's gonna be a 4th consecutive round for M8.
Oh dear. Early OPs, I wonder what opener they're gonna do. Can everything please just go my way, please?
What?
Every time
you read the fine print. This is what happens when you sign up for comms. Also, we are getting some more Naga Eyes type gameplay from M8 right now. But now the pressure is starting to get a little bit dangerous. You're going to have to do a lot more counting. And of course, they're going to get the desync at the perfect time to actually worry about 0 threats as they try to make it down and try and maximize his Surge potential.
At the same time, Sanso has a very awkward board decision, deciding to setting up.
Yeah, that Surge is gone.
Correct piece, so having to break the Surge. Now in a 20 something. It's no longer
28, but it's unsupported and canceling initially. Slenzio finds the initial well, but that's not going to be enough. Alright, we are going to see yet another extended attempt from M8. And here comes a desync on the extended, the Tetra League special.
A desync right after a desync. What's new? Coming to a very good clean prophecy there. I wonder what number that back.
So, M8, I think you forgot what game you're playing. You should not be allowed to zone. What's happening here?
Fuck.
Like, Hobie is actually flash stepping in a block stacking game. Like, what are we doing?
Ref, do something. What the hell?
Also, why is it a first to 10? Because the desync ended at 1-1, so a first to 10 makes it so that players don't have to do top out shenanigans. So it's effectively still a first to 11, just shaving off the initial, the opening rounds.
The creature was too stunned to speak. I don't know what to say. I am stunned at this incredible display of skill.
Wait, Slenzio finally finds the adaptation. This LST is actually gonna... Never mind. M8 is also LSTing. That is such an unfortunate time for Slenzio. And they are gonna have to break the surge. They do have a little bit of support, but all of it gets canceled. M8 not being able to build to the high surges that they were hoping for, so it's actually not going to be lethal. Very nice T-spin sequence there. Slenzio has a T-piece in sight. They have the well, but they don't have the second. Something.
Oh, wow. Looking at TK star for both players here. They decide to mirror it. Sinzo going with a more freestyle. Sinzo is doing something. He's doing something.
Oh no.
And M8.
They did not make the 4 surge threshold. They're gonna make it now, but breaking so early is gonna be so unfortunate. Do you see this spike that is on M8's board right now?
I do see it. I think M8 has to break there, but I have a nagging suspicion that's gonna just, like rise up really quickly.
Do you see this desync? They tank the first, they are at a non-kill threat, and they can continue this LST for who knows how long afterwards.
Wait.
With desync, they are not actually kill threatened here.
Oh my god!
Yeah, there it is. They're eating the whole LST plus surge break. There's just nothing you can do with no information, and that is going to be match point for M8.
That really is something, huh?
Mm-hmm. Alright, we're gonna see the extended coming out. Slenzio really has to play these count to 4s, and unfortunately they won't even get the chance. The extended alone is gonna send 33 damage. And that will be the set at 11-1.
Oh, I thought it was clean sweep. Oh, right, the other set.
No. Yeah.
I think M8 locked in. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Just a thought.
Okay, let's move on to our next players. Oh my god. What's our next one?
Just gonna pull this up real quick. Don't ask why I didn't have it open yet. Golden 3. Oh?
I think my brain is lagging now. I think M8's
It's spreading. It's spreading.
What?
Ellie, are you ready?
Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
John Filipinian. Pinoy, damn. Holy. Okay, our next match. It's not as large of a TR difference this time, thankfully. It's Seed 1, Iowa, also known as Vega, versus Fuzzy.
Like, even though the TR gap is a lot less, it's about 600 or 500 this time, that is, like, a 40 global ranked gap, so...
Oh, I did not know
I think that says a lot. But hopefully, we will be seeing things a lot closer than the stat sheet says. I'm definitely one to say that stats do not tell the whole story. Maybe Fuzzy finds a lot of context here that helps them win in the adaptation game. And we'll see something cool.
We will see. We just have to wait until Said person enters the room. Which best
Exploding head
question?
emoji.
Where are they? I'm gonna go on a manhunt.
I'm not tapped in, so Ellie, do you know the name change lore on these players? Is there anything else that I should be calling them by?
I have no clue about Fuzzy, but as for the other player, also known as Vega, also known as Ill, also known as Marine Snow, also known as Special, also known as
Is this like a
Memoria,
bit name
also known
change,
as
or is this
Amelia,
like something they actually are
Amelia,
rebranding to?
also known as. Give it a second. Also known as. Is that it? Wait, no, it can't be it. They had like 20 names. I can't put. This is not
Hearing that coming from Ellie is crazy.
I don't know what you're saying. Big TZ.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think this person is most well known as either IIILL, Ill, or Vega.
Gotcha. If this is a rebrand, then I'll call them by this name on screen. If it's not, and it's like some bit that I'm not aware of, then I'll revert back to Vega.
I think this name is the person in profile picture.
Okay, then this is Vega. Gotcha.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh my god.
I don't have them added. Ellie, get them. Sick
I
'em.
don't have them added.
You don't have them added? We're cooked.
Wait, oh my god. God. I'm gonna go to my hand real quick. I'm gonna go in somewhere not to be named. Get the fucking. Please. I need this.
It's been 10 minutes. No.
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 No, wait. Maybe they were.
Okay. If it's like TL, that's one thing. You're literally like forced into this to finish the set. You shouldn't have been there in the first place. But like, quick play, there's no way you're gonna forfeit the tournament for quick play, bruh. There's no shiggity shot.
Are we that insignificant? That hurts my feelings.
I'm sorry, but if you don't PB here, you're gonna look very, very silly.
I'm gonna go check it out. Wait. I'm interested. Where's this person? They're not even 1K! What the fuck?
Oh, it's cooked! Red text them right now! Get them in here!
I'm gonna...
Are you gonna like boot them from quick play? Oh, there you are. Wait, what'd you do?
How did you do that?
What do you do?
How did you do that?
Yo, our resident Filipinian just yoinked this man out of the ether. Wait, what?
Ask me their souls or something. I don't know, bro.
You just yoinked her. Wait. Oh no, that was just really funny timing. Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. The soul catcher. The soul snatcher.
Alright.
Driftloom looking ass.
Okay, it is warm-up time.
Oh yeah, what are your predictions for this match?
I'm not gonna predict anything too soon, but let's look at this warm-up and maybe we'll get more context. Fuzzy is going to be hitting some of that mech shape. However, now they are gonna get to a point where they're a little bit more dependent. If the damage interaction is unfavorable, this surge will be disappearing. They at least do have something to support it with, but Vega's gonna be looking a lot cleaner here, unfortunately not having any big sense to support it with, so neither player is going to find lethal, and we're gonna return to neutral. 21 spike comes from Fuzzy, but Vega does have the down stack.
What I am noticing is that Vega's the slower player here, which is quite
Vega
interesting.
is indeed the slower player.
He's able to go, what, 5, 6, not 6 PS, 5 PPS like at a max or medium? I don't know.
I mean, this could just be warm-up tech. A lot of the times you do want to play a little bit lower in warm-up and test the waters, make sure that you got all your myth drops out.
Fair enough.
At least get a little feel for your opponent's sending pattern. That was a 36 versus 17 spike, and that is going to resolve in Vega's favor looking at all this clean. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to fully leverage it, but Fuzzy's misdrops is going to end the warm-up.
They ran too quickly. They ran straight into a brick wall. That's just what happens. That's life. GG, we'll fight.
The prediction is up, so put those channel points on the line. Gambling, raw.
Don't mind if I do. Oh wait, I forgot I lost the last game, won the last tourney, and I lost everything.
Get cooked. But it is time for our set.
Get cooked. Okay, sure. Fuzzy, continue with the strategy of just going fast, I guess.
Okay, this is the normal SDPC spin coming out from Fuzzy.
Not trying to tank anything, just speeding up. Dude, their board is quite awkward. Not trying.
Okay, we were seeing a little bit of like the revive condition stacking, but it was not going to come to fruition. They have quite a lot of cheese on their board, a non-negligible amount before they actually get to their clean lines, so that out pressure is going to be real, especially with the subsequent misdrops.
Starting the second round, same thing from Fuzzy. And Vega's doing something different actually. They're taking their sweet ass time right now.
I mean, Vega knows the sending pattern is not going to kill them, so they can vibe, they can tank. Notice how they like completely mitigated the TSS and so on, so
Their board state is
Vega's
quite-
slowness is methodical here. However, they are staring down the surge disadvantage of Doom and Despair, so how is this going to work out?
Ice break forces it. Fuzzy break, but they are. Well,
Wait, no, they have!
that is not it. That is not it.
Okay.
I think they were a bit too overconfident there with their ability to downstack. They miss.
If Vega did burst there, I think they did have a survival, but unfortunately they did take a little bit too long.
I mean, against an opponent going 4 PPS 200, I don't think that's quite possible. Even if you're
Touche.
as good a player as Vega type shit. What the fuck? Damn. My words. I've eaten them.
Yeah, that was a stick spin versus STPC spin scenario, and then Vega just had even more support, so that is going to be an opener game. Alright, Fuzzy's going to be
Vega-
doing a little bit more mech shape.
Vega is going to the old the old scriptures to learn. I think that was. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's a very old variation of stick spin.
Interesting.
Moving on. Vega with a very clean board. T-spin into TSS, going for the pair of heads. Deciding to break here, and I can't speak that fast. So slow down.
Slow down! Do you know where you're at?
Okay, so in the next round, same thing
Alright,
from
it's
Fuzzy.
going to be SDPC spin versus TKI, and luckily Vega gets it in the well to where they don't have to worry about any subsequent pressure. However, they might have to start speeding up just a little bit here. They get their all spin, now they have well access, they get to chill out again. Fuzzy, unfortunately, ends up misdropping and is just gonna break their surge for the sake of board state clarity.
Fuzzy, I think
Vega is gonna get this count
for
for it.
more all-spin singles to account for Vega's methodical gameplay by sending them cheese, not letting him plonk or her garbage. Which is working kind of well for her right now because Vega has nothing to defend himself with. And
Yeah, this is the textbook adaptation. Very nice downstacking from Vega, but that will not be enough, and Fuzzy is going to take their second round.
Third round, PCL this time, not seeing the stick spin from you. SCPC spin.
More mech shape into I spin fix from Fuzzy. But Fuzzy is,
Picking up the
for the first time in this set, I believe, gonna have to be dealing with a surge that is matching. But Vega's gonna break for the sake of board state clarity. Has enough material to potentially force the surge break. They're gonna start sustaining it all right now. But Fuzzy's holding strong. She is cooking right now. And yeah, that T-spin's a little bit too greedy. They're gonna send this surge unsupported and it's canceling. But even still, Vega just does not have a skim.
Without Vega caught with his pants down. And Fuzzy taking that opportunity to smack him in the ass.
Interesting analogy.
Thank you. Anyway, moving on to the next round. See more of the same from... Not see more of the same. Vega deciding... Oh, I'm traveling slow. I'm gonna put on my
Oh
baseball pants
no,
now.
Vega has to, like, forego their entire board state for the sake of survival here. Covering well once again, but luckily through pure outcycle, they are going to be able to find the survival. Still at a high surge disadvantage, but Fuzzy was in the 8-1 stack, so They weren't able to maintain their advantage as long as they would have wanted to. Zero opportunities to pivot efficiently.
Vega with a very low board, just looking to continue pressure, and bidding up surge.
Oh, that's LST.
Fuzzy is...
That is straight up
Oh,
LST.
okay, that's just LST.
Okay, this is a good well transfer. They're gonna get the count to 4, and Fuzzy is now going to be on the extreme back foot. They have wells for now, but once all of this material is expended, the all spins that Vega's sending is going to start to catch up. It's going to start to cheese, and the surge, if it is properly supported, could be lethal.
No, but Fuzzy has a defense on. Oh.
Question mark.
My heart. I'm sorry. Fuzzy looked like they were about to misdrop when I said that they had a defense.
It happens.
Speaking of the defense, that it was not enough for, what was it, a 40 spike? From Vega. Where did it even come from? I didn't see. Did you see?
Fuzzy, in one of the worst spots known to man, luckily Vega is going to be calming down on the speed and allowing Fuzzy to escape almost scot-free. Fuzzy is staring down the surge disadvantage of Doom and Despair right now, but they have enough clean on their board to where if they're able to find the out cycle, they are fine, but unfortunately outcycling Vega with the surge advantage is not an easy task.
Mirror match here with both players doing LST into TKI. Fuzzy is a little slower with the draw.
Fuzzy did not upgrade the J-Spin to a double, so their surge is going to break, and they're not going to be staring down the surge disadvantage of Doom and Despair with LST sustain as support.
Oh my god.
They're going to have to force this now. They're
the
going to do it properly. Vega's thinking way too hard about their down stack, and Fuzzy is going to just unload and completely outpressure Vega there.
The Bible. They talked about this in the Holy Bible. What the hell?
Bars? Hold on.
Oh my god.
We're gonna see mech shape from Vega this time. Alright, we're gonna see a reversal of strategies.
We're gonna see a forgetting how to stack from Fuzzy. Because they're going way too quickly for their comfort zone, I'm guessing. In an attempt to overwhelm Vega. Well, Vega is just...
I was gonna say the stacking looks fine, but that is 8-1, and then there's cheese underneath, so we will be seeing the surge break for board state clarity.
I do think Vega is enjoying life. As I said, he is enjoying life. He is straight dancing on them. Actually, straight emoji mid-match. What is this, Fortnite? With the default end. Yo, that's crazy. At the same time, Fuzzy, the board state is dangerous. Seeing how they are told...
Oh, that S-Miss dropped a nail in the coffin. Unfortunate.
Really
Fuzzy was already in, like, lethal disadvantage, and then that S-Miss drop meant that any kind of out-cycle opportunities would just completely swipe from underneath their feet.
How much money Fuzzy wins 3 rounds in a row?
I'm not taking that bet.
You are. I can't say that word. Anyway, Nigga here with a very clean board, deciding to speed up here for the 9-0. Fuzzy, the board is a lot of awkward, but they can find a way out of it with their ultimate knowledge and their combos. Looking at quite neutral game here. Vega does decide to break there to send some cheese. Catches Fuzzy off guard, killing them with a cheese spike.
I'm sorry, can we talk about the 9 combo and then there was more from Vega there to finish off that round? You just have that? Love to see it. Executed flawlessly.
I think it was the big combo.
Oh, that's an amazingly timed 41 spike from Fuzzy. Even with the surge break and potential down stacks available, Vega just does not have enough.
Vega
almost got them with the out cycle, but thought a little bit too hard about their down stack, and it was no longer possible.
This is why you don't think? Why think? Starting off with SCPC mirror match. One person going for SCPC spin, one going for the standard SCPC that everyone knows and loves. I can't tell what Fuzzy's doing, but they somehow survived Vega's early pressure.
That was an attempt to cheese Vega, and it was mitigated by Vega's natural pressure. But luckily, Fuzzy is able to make the Force Surge threshold to try and re-cheese, but that eye skim is simply not real.
When you say natural pressure, you mean like he just exists and he's like radiating garbage?
Well, yeah, Vega didn't have to change anything about their game plan to mitigate any of the cheese, so it was indeed natural pressure, there was no plonking there.
So you're saying that that Vega has aura?
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, sure, okay. Wait, do you even know what that means?
Yes!
Really? Okay, that's surprising.
Dog!
Alright, Fuzzy in a quite a precarious situation does get to the very clean well. Setting up the T-spin into another T-spin into another T-spin.
Oh, that is greedy from Vega, but that is going to let them hit the surge threshold. What is this greed? Vega, through pure out cycle, is going to maintain this surge. They're finally going to be forced to break, and now they're going to be staring down the 14 disadvantage, looking for the maximum down stack, but there's just not one that exists. They get to cycle the first eyepiece, but it's simply not enough. Fuzzy cranking the speed at the perfect time. Keeping this only within a 2-point deficit. But eventually, they are gonna have to pull out some extra stops because this pattern is still unfavorable. Oh my.
Vegas deciding, I'm done with your bullshit. And deciding to 6. What? Question mark? What?
They stick spin after the PC. They're trying to hold on to the surge. They've run out of opportunities to hold on to the surge. Fuzzy is now extremely dependent if they do want to try that route. Very greedy count to 4, but luckily they were not sent enough pressure to be a problem. They didn't do the surge immediately after the pressure, so they don't have the immediate pull shot, but follow-up is going to be enough.
It is surprisingly very tight right now. An even game. We love to see this.
Wait, what?
Despite the early... Oh, Fuzzy decides to go for the PCO start, wasting both the T pieces, so they don't have another T piece to do that T-spin, which is quite precarious when you're faced with the early pressure that Vega says at 4.4 PPS. It is now 9
Fuzzy got complacent. They tried to do the Naga Eye startup, but Vega found the adaptation of just sending so much pressure that the dependencies will get to Fuzzy before they have a chance to outcycle.
Vega's really fishing
for the opportunity to extend, gonna choose to reject. Has the pretty normal count to 4 here. That is a Finn. They're gonna reject it. Actually, rare optimal Finn moment. Unfortunate.
Vega is looking to revive someone. Revives someone.
And it's clean and it's optimal.
And it's optimal. They
don't even have to break surge. Okay, yes they do. Yes they do. They had the count to 4, but unfortunately they are not going to find it in time. Gonna do the sensible. Oh, there it is! There it is!
It's fine. It's a Finn into an Iceman to make a TSS. Into more spins. It's so clean.
Fuzzy's in a pretty good ward state. I should not have said anything. That LP Smith drop is going to be nail in the coffin. That's curtains.
Come from? Where did it come from? I don't think I can deal with this anymore. Fuzzy,
mirroring PCOs. Unfortunately, Fuzzy is going to misdrop, so they are not going to get the PC.
But they do have the T pieces to fix up their misdrop with some clean spins into the WoW. I should not have said that.
Oh, this is really good all spin from Vega here. Okay, now this is a little bit greedy.
Yep.
Okay, they found the optimal sequence fix.
Thank you. This is
Fuzzy's looking to make that surge throw, that force surge threshold. Unfortunately, not able to make it, so they had no canceling at their disposal.
Vega, please.
They found the maximum down stack, but they aren't able to find the multiplier quad. So Fuzzy is going to take that round. And Fuzzy is going to have to take another 3 consecutive rounds in order to stay in winner's side here.
Vega, the ultimate cliff farmer. That is not a BT. That is an Iceman after a T-Smith single. What the fuck?
Yes, it was.
What's going on?
Unfortunately, the surge is going to have to break there, relatively unsupported. But they're just going to start cycling another one, already reaching their 4 surge threshold, and the all spins are not stopping. Fuzzy's going to be looking for a threshold of her own, but not able to make it. Getting a little bit too terrified. Once again, Fuzzy's not able to make the 4 surge threshold. Their board state is currently in shambles. Vega has all of the opportunities, and it's not even necessary.
The aura was just too intense. This is like Gojo and Hanami. Fuzzy, you got disintegrated by the pressure of his aura alone. Cinema. And Fuzzy is gone. Bravo for the performance. That was cinema right there.
We will be seeing more of Fuzzy in the lower bracket, but valiant effort taking Vega up to 11-8. Very, very valiant effort.
If the rest of the night is gonna go like that,
Oh my god, Flower is in the tournament. Oh my goodness. No way.
no way, no way, no way, no way.
Alright, now she is currently facing the matchup of Doom and Despair. That is an over 1,000 TR gap, but I've seen her pull some shenanigans.
How much do I need to pay Varrock for him to throw?
Are we really... I know you did not just say that on mic.
Wait, what? Wait. Oh, wait. On mic? Shit.
Yeah, we're just gonna do a little bit of match fixing. We're gonna do a little bribery. We're gonna do a little bit of collusion.
I've made a continuous lapse in judgment. You think $20 would work?
Due to previous history, I think you might have to bump that up to 25, and then you have a shot.
But like, Actually, I could like flaunt $5 and say it's like 10 billion Vietnam dong.
Do you have $5?
That is a great question. Moving on.
I did just hear you at the start of this tournament just talk about how insane $5 is. So
that $20. You know what I would do for a crisp $20 bill?
don't finish that thought. I'm just gonna stop you right there. I don't like any of the directions this goes.
I'd get a job, like because that gives you money. I think.
Mm-hmm.
There really isn't.
You have been using a lot of job words.
Such as?
You've said employ at least twice, and now you're like talking about genuinely getting a job. Congratulations. I'm liking this character arc. We might have to invoke the job application name change from however long ago.
That was not me. I don't know what you're talking about.
The Mega is going to raise 50 euros.
50
is this
euros?
poker? Is this poker? What did I miss?
Wait, I'm gonna go all in.
Okay, LD goes all in with $2.70. $2.70. The side pot's gonna be massive.
Okay, I can't. All I can is double my money. I don't know. It's a win or a win.
Bless your heart.
Okay, moving on to the warm-up. We have Flower Petal, our underdog, in my gold, but I'm not biased, versus Varrock.
Wait, it's Varrock? I've been saying Varroach my whole freaking life. There's no shot. I've never been corrected.
I'm gonna laugh at you from the sidelines.
Touche. Also, this is a pretty good all-spin from Varrock here.
Varrock is known for his all-spin.
And they actually do have decent support on the Surge Break as well. Flower Petal is going to get an amazing down stack. They're going to cycle both eyepieces, Bale of the Century. Unfortunately, this is kind of using all of your luck on the warm-up, but if this persists at all, then the way Flower's playing, she has a shot.
I was in VC with Flower before the tourney started, and she did mention she felt like she was playing normally, but looking at her stats, she said that this was her peak. So we are seeing Flower Petal
Holy misdropped on Varrock's board. There is simply no way out of this one. They are done.
She is warm. She isn't cold. She's quite heated.
Mm-hmm.
She is of normal temperature for a human being. The name is misleading.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till Pitch hears about this, but I am Pitch.
Yeah, you didn't. Hold on, pan back to the column screen real quick.
Yeah.
Because y'all not tapped in.
Yeah, you're not.
This is Pidge.
This is Pitch.
This is Pidge right here.
Pitch star MR. What does the MR stand for? I have no clue. Right.
I think the MR stands for Moon Rabbits.
What's a rabbit? Alright, starting off, Varrock MDing their TD and Flower Petal.
Oh no. The misdrops carry over from the end of warm-up for Varrock, so they are now going to be staring down the surge disadvantage. It's not quite doom and despair yet. Flower unfortunately not able to maintain. So that is a complete reversal of fate. Oh, the DT's coming out from Varrock. You'll love to see it. Trying to take this into a C-spin, and they're going to get away with it. Optimal all spins as well. Flower Petal's going to find the perfect way to survive. Flower Petal's actually been playing very well when it comes to these survival down stacks. But is it going to be enough against the sustained pressure that Varrock is sending out? We're about to find out.
Can I just say, Flower Petal's gameplay is making... It's clenching, I would say.
That's one word to use, I guess. Up, that misdrop is going to be
oh my god.
curtains.
And the pressure was just too much for Flower. Flower is... That in this one round, Flower escaped death by her escape of teeth like 3 times. Like, oh my god.
Survival is an important tool to have, but if you can't find a way in yourself, you will never find that killing blow. So Flower is going to have to be looking for avenues in, whether it's Varrock's continuous misdrops, though that's not the best thing to hope for, or if it's some kind of RNG spikes. We're not too sure what she's playing it for, but for now I guess she's just playing her life and playing it by ear.
Hey, Varrock taking 2 quick points from Flower. Quite like
Varrock contemplating the Imperial Cross here, gonna decide against it. Has a few forecasts that is going to be a nice fractal build going into the mech shape. Finally gonna re-access the well. 10 surge stronger than previous.
It's a very commanding lead.
Not able to count to 4, but that is a pretty large surge spike, and that is very good support.
Over
so they will be taking their 3rd round there.
It's just
exploding head emoji.
Fire emoji speaker.
100.
I think we have a mirror match here with all the MDs that are happening on the screen right now. Varrock does get out, and my blood cholesterol level has to be high, because is that a lot of cheese or is that a lot of cheese? Flower here is trying to find a way out of this maze of cheese that Varrock just keeps sending with all his spins. This is a torture method.
That is going to be another 33 spike from Varrock. Varrock has actually been very disciplined in their spiking. A lot of the times they are going to be hitting that upper limit of high 20s, low 30s on their spikes. Really good at supporting the surge. A skill that doesn't seem to be that common.
I do think that Varrock is more of a snowball type of player. Where he just continues doing spins until he finds the correct sequence to like spike everything like that. Like he just saw the opportunity to no.
So true, Pidge.
I misdropped my words such just like how Varrock misdropped all his pieces as I was praising him. What the Yippee-ki-yay!
I was on the board. Alright, we're going to be seeing a C-spin versus a PCO. Unfortunately, the PC is not real for Flower. And they're not going to have the immediate well access, so if Varrock does find an opportunity to unload the damage, then Flower is going to be in a world of hurt. She finally finds well access, but not quite going to be doing the efficiencies that she's looking for. That is going to be extremely desynced 27 spike, and Flower's just not going to have to worry about any kind of kill threat because of it.
Varrock is speeding up here. There's just no stop to the pressure. But Flower still is
another full matrix coming out from Varrock.
Covers the well with that piece. Oh.
Yeah, and the constant full 20s from Varrock is just going to continue overwhelming Flower Petal's survival instinct.
Flower Petal needs to lock in and stop typing in chat.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Flower Petal with the...
I might be getting rolled. I mean, that is providing W glaze to Pidge's snowball analogy?
What?
You're Pidge, right?
No, the other part. Oh, wait, I understand it now. Okay, English is hard. Uh,
All right, another C-spin coming out from Varrock.
I've had decided to take
Flower-
the TP or not.
Very
Decide not
interesting time to wait
here.
here. She is going to get some pretty nice wells.
Has some
Gonna go ahead and break the back-to-back
Board
4 boards to
here.
clarity. Varrock doing some mech shape. Really just playing on the fact that they know Flower Petal isn't going to send any damage. Flower Petal needs to find an adaptation because if they keep allowing Veroche to play like this unpunished, then that's just going to be a problem in the long run. Flower's already being threatened with a Brazil. She can't let it happen.
A what?
Brazil 7-1. 28 spike
Oh.
comes out from Varrock. Even with the desync, Flower still does not have the adequate defense.
But I've been
And the Brazil is
noticing
real.
Flower Petal is trying to survive, but I think she's way too much playing on the passive side, where she had, like, a kill
100%.
she had a kill opportunity earlier, and she just didn't go for it because she thought that Varrock had something else. So she
I
just
believe this
waited.
is what happens when you try to play
Varrock alive.
defense without screen watching on your side. A lot of the times you will be missing those kill opportunities. A lot of the times you will be playing way too passive. You've got to have that balance, and it's a lot easy. It's a lot harder than you think it is to find it on the spot, and that's what Flower's struggling with right now.
With that, the lead widens even more. An entire set's worth of points ahead right now.
All right,
Sorry.
Varrock is going to be abandoning the all spin, and we're going to be seeing that LST stack. They have the count to 4. They find the surge threshold. They're just going to unload it all while they can. Very excellent well transfer from Varrock. Flower Petal's going to survive the initial, but not the follow-up.
Was that supposed to be a setup for a TSC tower?
I was
Oh,
not
yeah.
quite looking, so I'm going to take your word for it. Swag.
Swag, this man is aura farming. Right? Is this a popular
Ooh, Flower's
thing
trying to
now?
go band for band with the all spin, but she's not going to make the 4 surge, so she's going to be put at quite heavy disadvantage, eating this full 20. Luckily, she does have some workable material on her board, but she's going to have to find that down stack before it becomes another threat.
It's been quite a while since I played Tetrial. Tell me, is it like a trend now to just not do anything and send all spin singles for 10 years? At the start of the
Yes.
round?
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
Huh. Interesting.
The benefits is that you're not sending clean and you're getting surge. It's pretty much getting rewarded for playing passive. The counter to this is to just send so much pressure that the dependencies from the all-spin player that are inevitable are able to be punishable. But if you don't have that ability, then you might just be cooked.
Thank you, Garble Game Design. Anyway, not...
No, it's Bad Goblin game now. I don't think you're tabbed in.
What?
It's Garbo game now. I mean, it's Bad Goblin game now.
Wait, we need to talk about this after the set, but
I bet.
here at Match Point, I think Flower. I don't know what Flower's thinking. She might want to stay in the game. She is playing quite quickly, so I don't know. She might just be balling. Yeah, she might just be balling.
I mean, she does have to try something drastic after having to take 10 consecutive points to stay in this tournament. So it makes sense that she's going to try and crank the speed after playing defensive for so long. Maybe this is an adaptation that had to happen earlier. She's going to get a pretty nice spike, but Varrock was ready for it.
Everything, a double Tetris with a T-spin on top of that, and Surge to defend all of her pressure. And now the momentum has shifted to Varrock's side. But like, every time I open my mouth,
Welcome to commentary.
Varrock with that secret grade garbage at the bottom, please. Focus on that.
Oh my god! Hey, Varrock is going to find the downstack. Unfortunately, Flower Petal just does not have the damage at the ready. The count to 4 is also not real, so Varrock... Oh, never mind. Those misdrops is going to make it so they are not going to find that 4 surge. They are extremely Z-dependent right now, but Flower's playing too passive!
What is that counter for? How did that work? Okay.
Varrock has the out. Flower Petal is going to have to cover well a little bit to try and just survive the initial spike. The follow-up is looking devastatingly dangerous. Flower Petal is on full out cycle duty. She's going to have to find something. Clutch clear on the eye placement.
Oh,
And that is
but
going
it's
to
not
be the
enough.
set.
GG's for Flower Petal and Varrock. the same score again. Well, not again as the first round. Being 11-1. Rock stating it very good. Precisely, that was a game. Alright, about earlier. What do you mean by it's Bad Goblin game now?
Okay, so the lore. At Snow's Infinite, I was in person there and watched this agreement happen. Bad Goblin was going on the tournament run of his life. He was expecting to only go like 2-2 in this event, and then they beat like 2 players they weren't expecting to. And then they find themselves face to face in bracket against Garbo. And he just says, winner develops Tetrio. And Garbo sits there thinking about it intently. Like, I don't know how I can describe how he was thinking about it. Like, he was gonna shake the hand, and then I saw him pull back with the quickness once he processed what Bad Goblin said. Had his hand in the same position for at least 5 seconds. I was not actually counting, but it seemed like a long time. And then Bad Goblin just goes, yeah, there's literally no reason you should be thinking about this. This matchup isn't even close. Just go ahead and shake the hand, homie. And then Garbo shakes the hand. So Bad Goblin then proceeds to win that game in, honestly, pretty convincing fashion. It's not like it was that close, score-wise at the very least. So yeah. It's now Bad Goblin game, so if you want to look at his profile, if you look at the High 5 Garbo badge, now they had changed the text to say that Bad Goblin is now the sole developer of Tetrio. Go ahead and direct all complaints to Bad Goblin. So yeah, it is no longer Garbo game, it is now Bad Goblin game.
Oh my god. I can't hate on this guy. I think I'm racially motivated.
Dog!
Oh, right. Okay, starting with the warm-up for the next match. I completely forgot to do introductions.
What is his opener?
Okay, we can do them now. That was not Sailboat, but that was something.
I'm hearing a lot of aquatic names being dropped in my ear right now.
Yeah,
I don't know if any of them are correct. I am not tapped into my opener knowledge.
Might have to go back to the old scribes.
Can we talk about Shabolch's board state right now? Hold on, why is Shabolch playing at sub 2 PPS?
Shabolch is known as the plonker. Well, not he is the plonker. So you.
I mean, it's understandable, but it's just not often I see it at this level to this degree.
It's as if he's playing a modern Tetris game.
Like, I'm seeing genuine, intentional interactions in the big Tetrio Season 2. I'm so proud.
If you look at his rank, then it has worked out very well for him. And that was a fin.
I know who this is. I'm just not used to seeing them play it to this degree. Because a lot of the times, if you want to plonk, you want to kind of match the pace of your opponent so you can, like, find the rhythm to like actually plonk properly. If you're not confident in your pure out pressure. So that is just like correct, but a lot of the times at this level I'm not used to seeing it go like less than like 2.5 pieces per second. So
I'm sorry, wait, that's too many syllables. Wait,
okay, it was a sailboat fin variation.
Wait, can I please have who is Exu? Who is this person, and why do they do so many fins? Looking for the stats.
If you don't know who they are, I have no clue either.
Look at the stats here. The gap is quite large, but I do like what I see from their gameplay. And
Me too.
what I see from the gameplay is, I think, okay, I don't think
style points.
Yeah,
wait, we're seeing pure PC looping in the big Tetrio Season 2? We're seeing 2 extremes right now. Unfortunately, Exu's board state is kind of abysmal right now, so I would not be surprised if we see that surge break from Shabolch. Right. Yep, that's going to be a 19 spike, and that will be the opening. Yeah?
Look at Chad.
We'll be reading that after the set. Or I will be reading that after the set.
Now follow your lead. What is this opener?
That's a C-spin, apparently.
That's a BT! Oh, okay, the back was not entirely nice enough for a BT. I really like what we have here.
Can we look at Shabolch's board state right now?
Alright, let's see. Um, I think they think they're playing PPT. Their stacking genuinely makes me think that way.
I mean, this is just what efficient stacking looks like. Are you surprised? You see them flexing the all spin. They're not clueless. This is Shabolch we're talking about.
You're correct. Damn. Oh, the decisions.
Oh, wait a second. That sequence from Exu was kind of crazy. Unfortunately, not enough to find that 4-surge threshold.
Yes,
But they're even going to find the TST in the middle of the stack, and that is going to find the top out of Shabolch. Very well played. What?
Starting off with PCO here, and
aw, they misdropped their overhang. Exu, no.
Exu is do the same thing. I really wish I saw it, but I didn't. Zabog with Stormgate. I think that Exu's gameplay works against Zabogs a lot. Zabogs works very well against people who like your typical Strider, sense without thinking, and Exu is, I guess you could say it, put it that way, but with his speed and his ability to set up whatever those are.
That is a C-spin.
Speaking of, case and point. I don't think Shabolch can react to that. Also, why is...
I mean, Shabolch did find the survival, but they're still not in anywhere close to an advantage state right now. They have a lot of material on their board, but they're not really allowed to spike this out, because if they do, then they will have to eat that Surge of Doom and Despair, so being able to take it defensively was definitely the play there. Very nicely done by Shabolch. Gonna be breaking their Surge offensively here. That's gonna be a 28 spike, and that was just a very well played on those engagement timings from Shabolch. And they're gonna take that lead right back.
Even at a 2 PPS game, this is like a lot of mental warfare going on.
Yeah, Exu isn't necessarily being intentional with their like timing or anything, but they're playing at a speed that is uncomfortable for Shabolch to match.
Very.
And they're finding setups that make it so Shabolch just trying to match the pacing by itself is going to be detrimental. So yeah, that was a very nice analysis by you. But Shabolch looks to be finally adapting, finding more spiky setups of their own.
To add on more on my early analysis, I think Shabolch's gameplay focuses on working around other people's tempo and adapting around that. And I think he's just not used to playing as someone at this speed. Well, not right now, because Exu is, for some reason, playing quick. Oh, wow! Holy shit!
Oh, that is a 29 spike coming in from Exu. Shabolch is going to find the initial survival. Gets the Q of a lifetime bailout?
Oh, what is happening?
That had to be a government-sponsored bailout. There's no reason Shabolch is alive right now. The pressure is not ending quite soon. Exu does have the well, but unfortunately they're not going to find it in multiplier. So Shabolch will make it out without a scratch.
That buyout had to be naughty prices high, because... Okay, what... I'm being mesmerized with the things I'm seeing here. Oh my god.
Exu has to be a little careful. They are going to find the donation. They're looking for more, greeting a little bit. Slightly to their detriment, but nothing too major. Shabolch is finally going to start leveraging this well access. Exu is going to be on cycle duty, or else they will be perishing within the next interaction. Finds the quad. Shabolch is going to cancel and persist with the surge. Exu is going to get a government bailout at Q as well. So this round is going to continue.
Because the amount of bailouts that's happening.
What is happening? There's no way. Okay, there it is. It ends now. It ends now.
Worse than... Okay.
Okay, apparently Shabolch is getting distracted by IRL things. They're getting private spam calls. Literally how?
This could be a tactic by Exu. You never know. You did say that earlier that Exu...
I love that decision from Exu. You saw them thinking about which way they wanted to do their all spin. They looked at their queue for a second, and then they pivoted their decision. That is going to result in a better board state. Unfortunately for them, they are fighting Shabolch, so it's not going to be the advantage that they were looking for. But it could have been worse if they went the way they were initially intending to.
That is one of the most important skills in this game that a lot of players don't have, which is looking at your board, looking at your queue. Speaking of, he has the Fenrir, goes into a T-spin, into a break.
Well, this is a very well supported surge.
It's a 30
spike.
Going over 1 APP again. It's so clean. Trying to close out the lead now.
Exuseg is definitely not me calling. You might be seeing some advanced intimidation techniques right now.
We might be seeing more guerrilla warfare going on.
I don't think that's the right term.
English is hard. I like gorillas.
God dang it. Yep, that's what that means. 21 spike comes out from Exu, but it is pure sustain, not truly a spike, so it's not going to be a threat to Shabolch. However, Shabolch does have some cheese on their board that they need to get through. And they've gotten through, as I was saying that thought, and holy clean on Shabolch's board. They're going to take this TST. Well, they were expecting a smaller send, but the TST is going to force them to do a little bit of canceling. So once again, very well played by Exu. Finding these higher value setups that's going to throw off Shabolch's game to the maximum degree.
Yes, but Zabok has the cleaner board here with a lot of pressure on standby.
Cleaner, but not more accessible. They're finding some donations here, but that search is gonna break. They're gonna find the max multiplier, but Exu is gonna find that initial survival.
Huh? Where did the garbage go?
Exu was fine. They ate it. They eated it. Yummy. Oh no, playing too slow. Yeah.
Okay. Exu made one critical mistake there, which was placing over their well with their ZPs, and that cost them the round. I think at speed like this, one decision like that can be detrimental. It's not like your Vega and can burst at 5 PPS and cycle 2 bags in less than 1 second.
Okay, Exu deciding to do an opener that does a big spike and then starting to do all spin dependent setups is very interesting. A lot of the times that is very counterproductive, but Shabolch did not have the necessary pressure to find an immediate punish. Oh, very well supported surge. Miko spike comes out from Exu in the big Tetrio, and Shabolch does not have adequate defense.
At the gates of heaven, but the devil pulls him down. Wait.
What does that even? What does that mean, Ellie?
Anyways. Oh, what can I say, bro? These games are exhilarating. They get you really tense up, you know? I don't know.
Exu, there is no way you were trying to preserve all spin. Okay, you are gonna try and maximize your surge. You have the double eyepiece in the queue, of course you do. That's gonna be 17 spike of pure sustain, but Shabolch has such a good board state right now to where if Exu does not find this well access right now, that is going to be their demise. And Shabolch is going to take another point, expanding to double Exu's point count right now.
Wait, what? Wait, three times 2. Oh, you're right. That's crazy. Actually, I really want to know what that's called. It looks so clean. Is that something they made themselves? If so, goddamn. Both players here.
Exu is definitely one of the more creative players I've seen in the big season 2. Well, 180 TSS? Okay, I thought that was 180 TSS in the C-spin and I would have freaked out, but unfortunately that's not what I was looking at.
But I think not going for it was the right decision.
And another Vayne! Like, this is actually just preying on Shabolch's downfall right now. Like, this is the most playstyle gap I've ever seen.
I was trying to figure out if they're misdropping or setting up a setup, because I honestly can't tell.
No, these are setups. I'm not seeing any of the usual telltale signs of misdropping. If that's what's happening, then Exu's doing an amazing job of hiding it.
Sabox does have the advantage in board state right now because Exu's board is quite spiky. Exu trying to find a way out to clean it up. So gets the TSS. But
that might be a little greedy from Exu. They are gonna find the well access though. Shabolch did not spike in time. Exu looking for that first search threshold. They now have adequate cancels for whatever Shabolch wants to send.
Sabox sends, but
Shabolch is going to do the route that allows them to keep the back-to-back, finds the threshold, they're gonna use it to cancel. Set a little bit of cheese on their board, but they're gonna down sack most of it in a 6 combo, reversing the cheese onto Exu's side. Exu's trying to stack up that surge, a lot easier said than done. They're gonna bail at a pretty good time. They are now ready for Shabolch's incoming pressure.
Ooh, with the spin, the adjustment, right at the last second to get the combo. This is okay. So we're back at neutral game for both
Which
players
has a lot
here.
of pain, but they will be forced to break
Exu.
their backs back in order to access it. So
Both
Exu
players-
looks like they will be fine in the long run, finding the force search threshold of their own, so they are ready with the cancels if it is necessary. Shabalch is
No,
still
yeah.
doing really well in
Exu.
terms of accessing all of this clean.
Decided to go counting the 4 here, going the combo, getting a 5 combo in the sense that's 17 into 11, proving Zabok, no fighting the Zabok's down stack, and oh wait, what neutral game? Nothing happened. Never mind.
Alright, there it is. Ooh,
It's-
very nice down stack from Exu. Shabalch has just been looking for a spike like that for the entire game, but it was nullified, so we are going to be returning to that neutral, and Shabalch will start fishing once again. Okay, optimal Fin setup from Exu, what the frick.
Oh,
Unfortunately, they don't have the PC.
sorry.
They didn't have both eyepieces, but those misdrops from Shabalch aren't looking good. They do have the initial quad. They're looking to cycle for that next eyepiece.
the game is gonna hit 3 minutes now.
And they are going to specifically wait to cancel, guaranteeing their survival. Love to see this. Exu is at the bottom of the board, so they do not have adequate pressure. Shabalch is going to be very careful what they're sending now. Trying to find this force surge threshold. They're going to be able to do it, send it as cheese. Exu is ready with the cancel, and is going to start building with a surge of their own. Oh, they get the perfect garbage RNG. If they can support this surge, and it could be huge, they're actually going to choose to delay it a little bit, trying to build this mech shape and maximize it a little bit more. They have the fractal, breaking the surge with the pre-pressure of the fractal, and Shabalch has nothing on their board to mitigate.
Wow. That was the game. And now we have to get to do it all again. Okay, I'm gonna see this.
Neither player seems to be finding any kind of adaptation. This is still looking to be the similar playstyle gap dynamic that we've been seeing from round start, but we still are only about halfway into the set, so maybe it's going to take a little bit longer for these players to figure it out.
More of the same here from both players. Exu
Okay,
deciding
Exu making
to
sure they
how
tank
want to
before
play
they
this.
send that surge.
Has
They want us to be
limited
as
mobility
uninterrupted
on the
possible.
board, which is pretty nice. Guess the Forcer sends breaks it immediately. No cheese on Zabok's board though. Does cancel out a Tetris, I think, giving them more room to go down.
Yeah, they were not allowed to take that quad. They really wanted that force surge threshold, but that was not the board state nor the time to try and greed.
Very
Very
clean
nice dodge.
offense here. And Zabok has a lot of cheese.
Wait, Exu might have a kill shot here, and they are gonna find it. Very well played.
From Exu, very well played. Please win one more game, so it's guaranteed.
Oh my god. Are you with me on hitting this freaking quota?
What quota?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what you're talking about.
Alright, Exu's at a pretty good board state right now. Gonna greed for the TS. I already forgot what it was, unfortunate.
Yeah, that's what old age does to a person.
Brain no worky. Dog.
Oh, that. Oh.
Okay, Exu. The fact that that Fin was actually required to survive is insane.
Didn't even know that was a fin. Zabok's on.
You know what? When you have Ellie stumped on spin setups, then you've made it. You were like John creativity.
Yeah, sure. Alright, Exu, I'm not biased, but you are a lock-in right now.
I'm fully biased. You have to lock in right now.
Yeah, sure, I'll jump on the bandwagon. Please win. That one image of Mad Pat going.
Okay, I like this waiting from both players.
Yep. Exu
Shabalch is going to get the desired tank. They have a lot of material at their disposal. They're probably going to end up finding the surge break here. Okay, they're gonna be disciplined here. If that was worth it or not, I don't think so.
Zabok Sport,
But it is respectable.
quite ugly here. He can't really counter attack, and Exu has a lot more
Oh
pressure.
my, these setups from Exu are kind of insane.
Decides to break
Unfortunately, not
one
able to
surge.
find the stain.
Doesn't really do anything except annoy Zaboks with the cheese, but with no falling pressure, it doesn't really achieve anything.
Very nice STSD build from Exu. Shabalch taking it pretty standard right now. Unfortunately, they are going to get all of that garbage in the column 9.
Zabox
So it's going to be
having-
pretty hard to work with. Looking for that counter four. Maybe they can find the Force Surge.
They cannot find
Gonna
the
be
Force
disciplined.
Surge, and now they're behind by 10.
They're
Exo
behind
has-
by 10, but they're at least alive.
But their board is quite ugly. If Exo could just find the opportunity to break, it could be a clean kill before.
Yeah, X does
Zabox
not have a
gets
good opportunity to break.
it.
Yeah, Squelch is already skedaddled out of the danger.
It's completely clean for Zabox. Zabox is right out of the danger. And
Wait, X
Exo,
that's extremely greedy.
Exo is
Okay,
trying
they're gonna be disciplined. They're just gonna
push it.
downside.
deciding to hop out now, which is the correct decision.
Okay, Shabalch has a really scary board state if you're Exu right now. But Exu has a lot of accessible clean. They are gonna send it all as a spike. Gonna save for the Force Surge threshold before choosing to unload the rest of their material. 24 spike coming in from Shabalch. Exu does have the surge for the survival canceling, but they're gonna have to cycle pretty fast right now. Finds the first eyepiece. Shabalch has a really nice tank, but they don't have the resend in time to guarantee the lethal.
Yes, but the pressure is not over. Zabox still sending.
Exu, they are gonna find the correct down stack. The immediate obvious one wouldn't have worked, so very good awareness there.
This is why they call him John Creativity.
Okay, Exu was thinking about all spinning there, gonna be disciplined to make sure that they have their well uncovered.
In terms of board states here, I think that Zabox has the worst board state because of that two-line, well, no longer, but
100%. Shabalch was forced to break Surge there defensively. Wait, Exu has a lot of accessible material, but they're gonna do the
But-
wrong sequence, and
We
Shabalch
don't
is going to be
get
taking
it.
that round.
we don't get it.
Maybe later.
If someone does it, then I'll PayPal them or something. I don't know. Anyways,
Belly, I thought you don't have paper like that.
you don't
You
know
should
me.
say what you got.
You don't know me.
I don't think I gotta know you.
I got bands on bands.
Do you even know what a band is?
Rubber bands.
That's what I thought.
Anyways, so quite rare. We are seeing Exu burst out of desperation to try to survive. Zabox
Yeah, that is
right now.
2.5 constant from Exu right now.
And Zabox is just at a chill, constant 2.1, just as always. And oh, wait, when did Exu get out? Whoa. Now
Yeah, Exu is finally starting to experiment with their adaptations, and Shabalch does not get the bailout this time, so Exu will be taking that point, keeping their deficit at a mere 2 points.
I don't have to mention that was the cleanest. That was like the Q, but that wasn't the board. The Q was TIIT.
Yeah, but just not the time to get that.
You know, the turn.
Wait, Shabalch has an amazing down stack. Please find it. Yes, the overhangless, and that is going to find the Force Sword threshold as well, so they have a guaranteed survival. Exu's doing a little bit of mech shape right now, trying to find the sustain on the mech shape, but it's simply not real. They will be forced to break the surge without support. So they will be immediately thrusted into disadvantage. The moment they get the Force Surge, they are just going to break. There's no reason to try and sustain there. Very nice awareness.
Are kind of messy. Zabox being a lot more messy. But I was going to mention that Exu was in more danger, but since Zabox broke already because of the worst state, never mind. And as I said, Zabox stats like everything.
Oh my goodness, that sequence from Exu was so good. That was like the perfect way to get some surge out of there, because otherwise their worst state would have been extremely messy, and that is exactly what's required to be taking that round.
Exu closing in on the lead. We might see a potential tiebreaker here.
Might be a little bit early to say that, but the way the pace is going, it's not out of the question.
The way the pace is going, I think we have to wait 10 more minutes to find out.
This really is an episode-long fade.
Am I watching One Piece right now?
If Exu screen watched to find that break, then oh my, that is insane awareness. I don't even think I would have found that.
I've watched this round for so many rounds. I've watched this match for so many rounds. I'm still mesmerized by what Exu for the rank.
Touche.
Genuinely, I would not see this in a world where Exu goes 4 PPS.
Is this a movie premise?
Maybe it's a horror movie actually.
X2 has the surge, but they don't have the skim. The
In the
survival
world
is not
where
there.
Exu is 4 PPS, they would have cycled 2 bags and survived that with a 50 spike. Unfortunately, we are living in the worst outcome.
We got the bad ending, unfortunate.
Unfortunate. Quite neutral game over here. Both players making surge out of necessity, it seems like, because of the board state.
I think X2's board state is a little bit better. Being out at the floor, being allowed to play the all-spin game is very beneficial. Shabolch doesn't have any kind of lethal pressure here. X2's now going to have to make a decision. They are going to find the clean down stack. Uh-oh, Ellie's gone. X2's looking for the all-spin finds. Starting to fight the finesse there, but they're gonna find it. Shabolch gonna finally have a surge of their own. They are now able to defend themselves against the surge. But X2 is gonna full tank and send the surge completely uninterrupted. So we will be bringing this right back to a 1-point deficit.
As a mate has infected me.
Oh, GG's. Won't let that happen to me though.
Oh, I'm coming. Anyways,
What?
during the time I was gone battling my demons, it seems like both players went up by one score. It is still anyone's game here. Exu decided to break early for some reason.
Ooh, that's a good spike from Shabolch! All the way up to 37! There's no amount of bailouts that Exu could possibly have to survive that spike. Very nice find by Shabolch for this match point. Exu now has to win 3 consecutive rounds to stay in here.
Exu bursting that opener at a blazing 2.8, which doesn't seem that fast, but considering the spins they had to
I
do.
very much like the order that Exu took that. They took it all as a combo, however, now their board state is looking quite dependent. If Shabolch had pressure right now, that could be a problem, but luckily for Exu, Shabolch just isn't ready. Ooh, Exu sending there might actually be death in a few interactions. If Shabolch gets the bailout, that's going to be double eyepiece, and that is going to be the set.
That was one of our more unique sets. I have to
Indeed.
say. I feel like I would be happy with anyone moving up because I would get to see more of their gameplay.
Very true. That was very valiant effort from Exu there. My goodness, getting 8 points against Shabolch is no easy feat. But Shabolch will be moving on.
Maybe the alternative universe will be this one. And Exu will go on to fight Gohan himself!
Wait, what? I think we're skipping a few steps there, but you got Varrock versus Silencio here. Silencio. I think this is the closest matchup thus far in terms of TR. This is our 5 and 6 seed, so 1 seed apart as well.
Oh, shouldn't we make commentator say something random earlier?
Question mark?
Above. Scroll up in chat. We never said it.
Oh, right. Gotcha. Alright, I gotcha. Shadow Hummingbird Nest. We love spinning pieces. Ah! This song is sponsored by the Shadow Tetris community. Legalize 4-wide and all spin brain rot.
I think I need to lay down after that. Sorry, I'm gonna Go big break. What the fuck?
Are you not those who know? You're not tapped into Shadow Wizard Money Gang?
I am tapped into Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting.
Bees make honey.
Okay, I will take a break.
Wait, no warm up, no warm up. Hold on, we're cooking.
Oh wait, there's no warm up. What?
Wait, Varrock currently playing at ridiculous speeds right now. I kind of was not ready for this pace change. But it's time. Salenzo is going to take that first point. Both players playing comfortably above 3 pieces per second. Ooh, Varrock trying to find that counter 4. A little bit greedy, a little bit too dependent. Oh, they have to cover for that incomplete TST. That is going to be nail in the coffin. Salenzo had that counter spike at the ready, taking their second consecutive point. Opening momentum is in favor of Salenzo, but if Varrock continues the speed and ceases the misdrops, which has unfortunately been haunting them for the entire event, holy all clear fine. There is a way for Varrock to get back into this game. What is these sequences? They found the Force Surge and broke. I think that was the best play.
What I will say is that even in the Flower game, we did see Varrock empty a lot, giving Flower a few game. So I wouldn't
that's
say
a lot
that
of cheese on Varrock's board. I think even with the speed advantage, there isn't too much they can do that is kill threatening to Salenzo. So yeah, Salenzo just has to send any amount of damage. It's going to force Varrock to break. The disadvantage is now completely off of the table, and now they're going to start to continue their pressure. Surge not necessary.
I'm not sure that Varrock's strategy to go fast this round is gonna work in his favor. I think his more methodical gameplay works better, which is spamming all spins. Salenzo is very used to playing quickly, just judging from this opener, has like a one PPS opener speed advantage on Varrock. So his gameplay can just be waiting until Varrock messes up or runs into a brick wall with going this quickly out of his comfort zone, and then speed up just a teeny tweensy bit. And I think that should be enough for Salenzo. But see right now, I think
did end up doing a mishold, so that C-spin is no longer viable. Oh no, Varrock, this misdrop is insane. Vince! In the big modern! All clear comes out from Salenzo, they're gonna find the Force Surge threshold! They have to fight this 18 spike of doom and despair, and that next placement is going to cliff spawn. That was an insane sequence, completely outside of an interactive context, but Varrock is going to be taking that round.
I am left in shock. That all happened within 2 seconds, and Salenzo is also in shock because what is happening on his board?
Yeah, you commented on their opener comfortability, so of course, as a commentator, you have cursed them for the rest of the set. Congratulations. Why did you say that? Okay, Salenzo's going to be doing a lot more freestyle stacking here. Going to take those 2 T-spins. Going to take the second one as a TSS. Doesn't want to send that much pressure to Varrock, and knowing that Varrock has the speed to just completely infinite downstack counter spike. Tetrio terms are truly something. Imagine trying to explain Tetrio to a small Victorian child.
We can roleplay that.
No.
It's on the table. That's all I'm saying. Anyways. Varrock keeping a very...
Salenzo has so much clean on their board. If they're able to access it, then they're fine. And they're finally going to start unloading all of the pressure, sustaining it very well while playing fast enough to where it can even qualify as spikes. Varrock has a lot of clean as well. They have the speed as well. They have the outcycling. Both players are going to survive. We're going to return to neutral, but the volatility is still at an all-time high. Oh no, Varrock! Playing too fast with their own good! That overhangless is no longer real. They at least do have that counter 4 at the ready. They're gonna be able to access their well. Both players gonna find the Force Surge at the same time. Both players are gonna break at the same time, but it's gonna be in Salenzo's favor. Look at all that cheese on Varrock's board, and that OP's misdrop is going to be curtains!
Oh. Varrock is running.
That is
straight
one way to
up
take
the
a lead
wall.
for Salenzo.
I didn't even notice the score. This round is. I feel like I'm playing volatile garbage right now.
I mean, yeah, you have two speed demons in the same room. You better believe that the sparks are going to fly.
Why is Varrock kind of costly as a speed demon, and why is it sort of working? That speed demon being able to all spin? That's kind of scary, you know?
Yes, it is. Oh, DT open. That is not that is not standard DT opener, but you love to see the creativity here. Salenzo trying to keep their well open. Finally gonna get there.
I don't agree with their placement, but they do get the Tetris. Okay, and survives this with their amazing only 3 PPS right now, but it doesn't feel like 3 PPS, honestly. Varrock. In the meantime, Varrock is just balling. He's straight balling. Has a very clean well. Can just do all his spins.
Very nice wall spin sequence from Salenzo to get to that Force Surge threshold. The moment they get the Force Surge, they're gonna insta-break! Varrock is not ready! And Salenzo is now doubling Varrock's score right now. Salenzo currently on fire. Varrock, all they have to do is get a hold of these misdrops and they are finally back in this game. Of course, easier said than done. They're finding some very nice setups off of the opener here, but unfortunately, they're not going to be able to find the lethal. Very dependent setups. They're going to make it even more dependent with the JST. Unfortunately, that's simply not real, and no amount of outcycling can allow them to survive this round. And Salenzo is still going to continue going crazy with this momentum. Right? Reversal of opener. Salenzo is going to be the one doing the C-spin this time.
Varrock's still emptying, but does bring it back a little. With this Morsi is a little ugly, I can't lie. But he does.
This is very good all-spin by Varrock.
And
I'd say that dang near every placement there was optimal, but Salenzo putting that eyepiece over well is going to be a death sentence, and the momentum is cut there.
That eyepiece had to be a magician or something. It was just floating in midair. Gravity did not seem to be a problem. Varrock getting the perfect scenario for the TD opener. Not gonna spike it
Even
off.
taking it as a TSS to maximize the amount of clean they have. Sending the surge supported by the pre-pressure. You'll love to see it. That's gonna be 22 spike. But all that is more clean to Salenzo, who unfortunately has a lot of man-made cheese on their stack. Once again, we're gonna see another surge supported by pre-pressure. You love to see these kinds of decisions. But neither player is going to find lethal.
No, Varrock.
Not like this, Varrock! These misdrops have to stop! Salenzo once again doubling that score. And it's getting wider as the set continues. Varrock has to find the adaptation, and I honestly think that Ellie's analysis is coming to fruition. If Varrock doesn't slow down, this could be a problem later.
I don't think it's a problem later. I think it's a problem now. And right now, it's showing itself right now with that MD. And it's giving Salenzo another round. 9-4, 2 games away, possibly 2 games away from Varrock losing the set and a tourney run.
Despite being the closest match on paper, once again, stats don't tell the whole story. You cannot look at a TR gap and say it's set in stone. Salenzo is cooking right now.
Hey, Varrock.
Look at the amount of cheese on Varrock's board. These early surge breaks from Salenzo are starting to add up. Varrock is on full cycle duty. They're finding some pretty efficient setups in here as well. Very excellent downstack survival. Now Salenzo is going to have to deal with a reversal of fate, trying to find that burst, but it's not enough. Varrock will finally put another stop to that momentum, but if Salenzo's able to find it once again, it could be all she wrote. Varrock has to play extremely careful from this point forward.
Being his opener,
doing a little bit of neck shape.
Advantage here at the start. Varrock getting Osman, getting to the well, very clean, getting more surge, trying to break the surge very early, and catching Salenzo off guard, doing it nice.
So true. I like this adaptation from Varrock to not let Salenzo play their game by letting themselves get counter-spiked by the War of Pure Speed. Loving the all-spins, however, they still need to slow down. If they don't slow down, these misdrops are going to catch back up to them. The consistency is simply not there yet. Slenzo has a lot of clean on their board, but it's not accessible in the slightest. They have to cycle through, and the bailout is simply not there. Varrock has finally found some momentum of their own, and they need to capitalize this to the best of their ability. We might be seeing a comeback.
That was a little too early, no?
Okay, Varrock almost did a giga misdrop, but luckily they were able to course correct. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm so sorry.
Oh. Mamma mia! They were all winning out the back-to-back using 10 billion T pieces for it, but decides to break.
Right, both players are going to unload through most of the material around the same time, but Varrock is going to take the advantage with the surge lead here. This is exactly what they've been looking for. They find the mid-game all-clear that preserves back-to-back. Slenzo has a lot of clean in their material, so they're not in any kill threat yet. So Varrock is going to have to maintain this surge long-term. If that's a possibility, we're about to find out. They're getting up to the 20 threshold. That's a full matrix of pure surge. If they're able to find an opportunity to support this well, then it could be the kill shot that they've been looking for. But Slenzo is starting to build a surge of their own. They have some self-cheese on the board, and that eyepiece misdrop is going to be Currents!
They hit the health tower! Oh my... Is it real?
Varrock now has to take 3 consecutive rounds. Are they going to get hit by the 11-8 curse? Are we going to see another victim to the 11-8 curse? Because that's been a thing this entire event. Maybe not. Slenzo has a lot of man-made cheese and garbage cheese on their board as well. They're on cycle duty. They made it to something clean. They have the guaranteed survival. Varrock doesn't have any adequate pressure. They are going to immediately break on the force surge to re-cheese Slenzo. But Slenzo will be doing so in retaliation.
But I don't think the cheese is gonna do much. Never mind.
These mini surges are going crazy. These rallies are insane, but unfortunately, the curse will prevail. And Slenzo will take that set at another 11-8 scoreline.
Wow. What a great showing from Slenzo. God damn.
Well said. Alright, we will be going to... Wait a second. Oh, I was going to say perfect seeding, but Slenzo did win that one. Yeah, our top 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that was our first episode of top 8.
Go on? Why did you stop there?
That was our first upset of top 8.
Oh.
I thought I finished the thought. Don't I, Mike not pick it up? Oh god. I misdropping my words. GG's. No! The Varrock curse is spreading to me, rah!
The Varrock curse is crazy. Actually, it might be commentators, because every time that I talked, or you talked about Varrock, I think he just MD'd.
Yeah, perhaps. But yeah, one seed deficit, or 1 seed gap, 100 TR gap, not even, only 6 global rank gap. This is, I think, the closest match in the entire event, so I'm excited.
May I mention the 8 p.m. difference?
Oh my god.
Contrast with
holy efficiency gap.
0.8 PPS difference.
See, you can do math. I'm so proud of you.
You're so lucky we're streaming.
Wait. No, you can't. Ellie.
Oh my god, I'm gonna...
Ellie. I take it back. I take it back.
I'm gonna explode. I'm gonna explode. Just start the match. Just start the match.
Just start the match. I'm sorry to break the news to you, but neither of the players are currently in this lobby.
Oh my god.
Alright, there's one of them. There's one of them. Wait. Oh. The Bulge is here. They're just not in the players slot. Okay, there we go. Both of our players are here. We're gonna be looking for that warm-up question. Ooh. I have no idea what this lore is on the freaking Fluttershy warm-up. You're gonna have to explain that one to me.
I got nothing, Chief.
Alright, GG's.
Anyway,
But it's warm-up time. PCO's coming out from Fuzzy.
and
Normal skims?
that what?
Wait, Fuzzy's just trying to play fast. Is this Korean stacking? Like, for real? This is actual Korean stacking in the Big 26.
So hard to hit quota. Please, they're not gonna pay me if I say those things. Please. You know how hard the economy has been? You know what I needed to do to be here?
Actually, unironically, I think that Korean stacking is a really good adaptation to Shabolch's gameplay. They're not giving Shabolch the opportunity to counterspike. They're trying to hit them with the pure outspeed. The outcycle is going to be real. The cheese is going to be insane. All of these point to Fuzzy's win condition, so it's going to be Shabolch who needs to adapt if Fuzzy actually decides to go through with this Korean stacking in the actual set. Though a lot of these rounds probably will reach margin time, so maybe that's going to be the equalizer. We'll see when we get there.
A whopping zero point. Wait. Yeah, give me a second. 1, 2.
I think it's actually very impressive to recognize Korean stacking as a genuine tool in this part of the game's life cycle. Like, so far we haven't seen a single surge, yet that is still entirely beneficial to Fuzzy's game plan.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yes. but what I don't agree with is the way they're the Korean stacking. Because
Okay, we're gonna see our first surge.
I might.
Oh, Fuzzy's switching it up. Fuzzy's switching it up. Shabolch doesn't have the board state to really fight this right now. Wait, actually, perfect execution from Fuzzy. No, the eyepiece misrun from Shabolch. Wait, Fuzzy's playstyle is going to completely force Shabolch on the reactive, even beyond the comfort zone. Hold on. Is this real?
Why was the Bulks playing 3.1 PPS?
They had to.
I think the player.
What are you gonna do? Play slow against this kind of cheese pressure? Not allowed.
But the answer to cheese, it's sending clean to cancel it. Surely the Bulks can do that, right?
I don't know. Maybe the confidence just isn't there right now.
Okay, surely we're straying away from this strategy, which looks like we are. The Fuzzy here. We can't get the finish shot. Damn. Okay, sure.
Flashing that playstyle, just having it in the back pocket. Now Shabolch has to respect it. That's another factor that is gonna have to be considered, and it's not even being forced to be used. Having this mix-up, showing this in the warm-up is actually insane.
You think it's a tactic of like mental warfare? Just like
it looks like it, but Shabolch is able to match the pace of, or the higher pace that Fuzzy was sending out. So I think the back and forth of whatever Fuzzy's game plan is going to be how what the chances are of Shabolch winning this game. If Fuzzy plays the mental game right, then they have a shot, and if they don't, then I think Shabolch has this in the bag.
This is the greed they talked about in the Bible. Adam did not die for this.
Oh my god. I don't know what it is about this community, but we've been getting a lot of biblical references lately. What's happening?
I can't find anything to say that won't just murder me. Anyways, Starbucks here is sending a lot of cheese pressure to Fuzzy. Fuzzy using that speed advantage to send it all back. Starbucks has no cheese bins to cancel, so it's just a back and forth of sending cheese and more cheese. And it's still more cheese. Is this Jester's Cheese Race 100 lines? Will we break okay.
Fuzzy gonna downstack the entire board in an 8 combo 24 spike, and that's gonna equalize our round count to 2-all.
That just makes sense, sure.
What?
Starting with the standard TKI stall to abuse the double cancel, and Fuzzy going with your typical 6-spin into.
Okay, Shabalch has the much better board state, however, Fuzzy does have the better Surge. They're gonna leverage their all-spin effectively, gonna force
Well, yeah.
Shabalch to break as well, who has the well in column 2, so they're gonna take it very standard here.
Fuzzy
Ooh,
here.
I don't know about that ally placement, now you're extremely dependent, Shabalch.
Yeah, yes, but Fuzzy
Okay, you
just
get completely
it's
bailed out by
no
the Q, never
place.
mind.
Fuzzy is just a no place to like build a surge and or send pressure. And all they can do is try to get in a good board state, which is looking like this. But at the same time, that took quite a while, and Zabox had the opportunity to just build up such a large lead, continuing it, and
Oh, the
getting caught off
greed! You're not
guard.
allowed to do that, Shabolch!
I'm
Shabolch
about,
actually in like a guaranteed giga lethal position and then
I'm,
has the eyepiece in the hold, decides not to bring it out when threatened. And Fuzzy is going to be taking the round there.
I'm genuinely about to start quoting the Bible. What is happening? Okay, more of the same thing. Well, Fuzzy forcing the surge break from Zabox here. Fuzzy with a very clean board actually, contrasting to last game. Zabox just completely fine with his 9-0, transitioning to another. Well, okay, that's just 9-0. Wow. What happened to Fuzzy's board? I wasn't paying attention. It looks
Alright,
like this
Fuzzy's gonna
game.
mash the Surge. They now have a defensive tool. Though they are cheesed enough to where it looks like they're not going to be able to continue it. Shabolch now in that giga lethal position once again, not even going to greed for the count to 4, and that is going to be beneficial in that instant kill shot, tying us up once again at 3-0.
Learning from our mistakes.
Yep. Shabolch learns from their mistakes.
Thank you. Did not know he could do that. I am loving.
I mean,
this
to be
board.
an aware player like Shabolch, it only makes sense that you just have that in the back pocket to actually be allowed to learn. Shabolch does have a very empathetic playstyle, so love to see it.
Fuzzy, I think that's game with that JP Smith drop there.
Yeah.
I was really loving the board state that Zabox had. It was just so clean. Didn't even need to spike. The pressure just worked. More of the same SCPC and more TK stall. Getting the very clean well on column 3 here. But the pieces are a little awkward, so you can't really capitalizes on it. Chooses to bail out and gets to the other well. Very clean. Decides not to go for Austin or not just see or just not seeing it. Fuzzy at the bottom of their board, continue trying to pressure. The very surprising spike coming out from Zabox, taking out Fuzzy.
Yeah, that is 2.5 150. I think that's about 1 APP. Insane stat line from Shabolch there. And an extremely well-timed spike to take that round. And for the first time in this set, we are going to be seeing a 2-point lead in the favor of Shabolch.
Zabox having to break. Very. Oh. That hit me on my soul. That.
Oh, 7.
Ooh. I don't think Zabox would have lived that either way, but that still hurt. TK coming out from Zabox, and I think
the LSD will be breaking here. Shabolch's going to be doing a little bit of greeting. Unfortunately, they're not going to upgrade the overhangless to a triple, so that Surge will be breaking. Fuzzy now is in prime position to count to 4. They're going to reject it, going to play it very safe. It's usually not a bad idea to play your own life, but losing out on that aggressive opportunity is going to lessen your advantage state once you have it. Shabolch has a lot of clean on their board, so they should find the survival, but unfortunately, their Q just does not agree with them, and that is the complete opposite of a bailout. That is a lockdown, and Fuzzy has retied the game at 5-all.
Another close set. Love see this.
Alright, gonna be seeing another SUPC spin from Fuzzy. Shabolch, we know, has this setting pattern down on lock.
Ooh!
Very nice sequence from Shabolch. They're even gonna show restraint to not surge immediately, gonna hit the re-engage to guarantee that kill onto Fuzzy. No ways out of here, even with the double eyepieces in queue. and Shabolch is going to take the lead right back.
You're at match point on the TL game right now. Both players decided to go PCL, which is, the starting mech was kind of awkward, so I don't blame them. Fuzzy trying to go down from their precarious source state has a pretty clean board right now, I would say. Not one for attacking, but one for surviving, question mark, never mind. Because in that time, Zabox had sent the entire forces of the Roman cavalry over to Fuzzy's board. And Fuzzy just gets stopped up from it.
Quite the comparison.
Thank you.
I like the immediate surge break from Fuzzy. Trying to get the immediate cheese onto Shabolch's board. Unfortunately, it is not rewarded. Shabolch has that Giga lethal advantage right now, but Fuzzy is able to force the surge break before it gets too out of hand. Shabolch looking for that count to 4. It's gonna do enough to cancel the initial cheese, but they're still not in a spot to retake the advantage. Fuzzy has been playing this extremely well, managing their board state in ways that Shabolch just doesn't have a real way to come back. Even with all of this clean pressure, Fuzzy's just gonna have that retank, and as long as they're able to find this out cycle, they are allowed to find the survival.
Having to burst there a little, but they do find it out. Fuzzy...
Well, amazing sequence from Fuzzy there. Shabolch has a pretty nice sequence as well, but this is all going to be defensive. Just trying to re-equalize the game. Opportunities are looking slim. It is entirely up to the queue if they are going to live or die here. Trying to access that well. It's not a quad. But the second one will be, and we have returned it to neutral.
Home. All of that just for neutral. That's just how Tachiro goes, apparently. I am not really liking Zabox's board here. Zabox is recognizing that and deciding to go down.
Yeah, Shabolch has not been allowed to play their own game at all. It has been Fuzzy controlling the pace for the entire round. Shabolch kind of just playing on defense. The one time they did try to be offensive, they were swiftly shut down by the Fuzzy pivot. Unfortunately, Fuzzy's surge support was immediately cancelled, so all of that advantage state might be gone. Shabolch might finally have an opportunity. They have the multiplier. They're going to go ahead and send it off. Fuzzy now has to cycle at a very unfavorable board state, and Shabolch takes that round.
I did say earlier that Zabox's game plan is to adapt to their pace, and as we can see here, despite like not playing on his pace, he's managing to play around Fuzzy's like immense pressure and speed really quite well, to the point where he has racked up like a 3-point lead here. And with Fuzzy's misdraw, and honestly a really awkward misdraw, we could see another...
Luckily for Fuzzy, Shabolch is doing a lot of misdropping on their own, so it essentially equalizes, but it's not going to be enough. And that is the clockwork lead for Shabolch, 9-5, 2 points away from victory.
It feels like something just like snapped the moment they hit the 5-5, huh? What a commanding lead from like a tied game earlier. I really like the board that
amazingly well-timed spike from Shabolch. Fuzzy gets the force surge, but it's not going to be enough to equalize in the slightest. Shabolch is going to find the force surge as well.
Does it? Not going to break?
Wait, Shabolch is actually playing to hold this. Wait.
Holding this? Okay, not really. And
they held it, and then the moment they smelled blood in the water, they charged it, and that is going to be match point for Shabolch.
This might be John Plonk. I think we found John Plonk.
Oh no, that misdrop from Fuzzy. They're not going to be able to get their opener off, and Shabolch is going to take that immediate advantage. It's nothing quite lethal yet, but it is something to worry about. Fuzzy's at the board. They have all of the tanking power in the world right now, but they now have a hole in their stack, so I don't think the force surge threshold is at all viable. They no longer have a defense mechanism, and Shabolch is going to take that set.
Clean sweep from 5-5 to 11-5.
Yeah, that matchup was looking really close for the majority of it, and then something snapped, as you said, in Shabolch's brain, said, I understand it now, and then proceeded to not drop another game.
Will we see this performance in the next round against... What was the next round again?
I believe we're going to winners.
Oh, we're going to winners?
Yep, Seed 1 versus Seed 2. We're going to have Vega versus M8. Surely I'm going to remember that, and not read the names on screen. Colon 3.
Colon 3.
Alright, it's not a high TR gap. That is only about 200. However, the global rank is sizable. Is it going to matter? Probably not. We're going to find out.
I do think the playstyle differences between these two players are quite vastly different. So despite their rank difference, we will see something interesting here with how their gameplay playstyles will interact with each other.
Alright, I'm going to let you go ahead and take that analysis as these players enter the lobby right now.
Vega being a lot more volatile with how he plays. I can't really tell for sure, but with M8, I think we saw earlier where he kept building Surge and didn't try to break at all, and just waited to the moment where he got pressured to the point where he has to break, and did that, down stack, hope the opponent dies.
So what I'm hearing is that we have, like, martial artist level discipline versus biblical level greed. That's what's happening right now. Because the thing I've noticed about Vega's gameplay is that they treat Surge not as a focal point, but as an accessory. They are not hesitant to break it. They are not hesitant to not greed for it. They don't even care about the threshold most of the time. It's just gonna break when it breaks, and they just continue their own stack. Meanwhile, you commented on M8's ability to just completely go crazy with the Surge and just cast aside all other things. Like, for right there, they had the break to at least guarantee the initial survivor. They're not going to find it, and Vega's game plan is going to prevail in that first round. But this is very interesting dynamic we have here.
So essentially, we have John atheism versus Jesus take the wheel.
Don't say that. No, I'm stopping this right here. I'm not letting you cook again.
Okay, it works. Okay. Let me see. Wait, when did M8 get 200 APM?
That round.
Sure. I
Oh, he's not watching the stream.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
I blinked is so real. A lot of the times, if you blink, you have missed 3 placements. Congratulations. The entire game state has changed.
Okay, now we have. I mean,
is forced to break. Vega, once again, the Surge is an accessory. They're not even going to try to continue with that advantage state.
Yeah,
M8 is going to be extremely greedy with the Surge of their own.
Oh, extremely clean. Wow, here.
Wait, they have the counter for her. If M8 is able to preserve this Surge into the well, then I think they have the most giga of lethal spikes, because right now Vega does not have well presence. M8 waited too long.
But M8
waited way too long.
Said, does not care about anything, has no situational awareness, but it's...
Ooh! I think Vega had it if they put something far right. I think the placement is what clipped the spawn, not the garbage. If I'm wrong, then please correct me, but I think Vega did have a down stack.
I think... whoa. I think Vega has...
Vega is running 5 pieces per second? 5?
That's the number after 4.
That's a big number.
I can't even count that high. Alright, so Vega's running 6-spin. Running into mech hard.
It does find the 4 Surge threshold, but they are in disadvantage against Vega. And against Vega, you have no idea when this Surge is breaking. There it is. 34 spike comes out from Vega. M8 is going to find the maximum down stack, the maximum cancel, but it's not going to be enough. Vega's taking this lead right back.
Even though it's like a 1 point difference, I feel like the pace that those players are playing at are so vastly different.
Oh, 100%.
As in...
Score don't tell the whole story, stats don't tell the whole story. This is why you're here watching these matches live. 22 spike comes out from M8. Vega has such a nice board state, but you don't have the cycle, you don't have the access, and we're tied right back up at 3-all.
The pace is just so favored towards Vega that M8 has to speed up. Oh my god.
M8 has to be extremely intentional with their surges, and that is not something that usually suits their playstyle, because if this greed doesn't pay off, which is likely going to be most times against Vega, then you're going to see exactly what happens just then, where you have a surge, but not the avenues to actually exercise it.
I think we're going to see a lot of the times where M8 will die with Surge just because he wasn't expecting Vega to send lines. And with how volatile Vega is, you can't tell. Speaking of,
Okay, the greed finally pays off for M8. But they're not gonna hit the insta break. They're not gonna hit the re-engage. And Vega is gonna be forcing that break to happen defensively. And you better believe that counter spike is going to be elite. 37 of pure sustain.
268 attacks per minute.
The rally has ended. The tennis match is over, and the momentum is fully in Vega's favor. Your analysis was correct once again. Congratulations, Ellie.
Thank you so much. My PayPal is in the description. Please. I'm hungry. Anyways. What is
Vega? Vega?
Wait, it's work. He has. Oh.
I swear if this kills, I'm crashing out. There
There
is literally no shot!
He either has.
That PPS was 3.65, yeah, 365 days of the year, that should not work, but I guess this is the freaking leap year or something. What even happened here?
He either used
Why in the world is...
And looks at the board state in the future?
Craziest bailout I have ever seen.
Or Oz
Switched on a dime.
I think Oz is holding Vega's hand here. What is happening?
That is a lot of misdrops from Vega, but once again, M8 does not have the screen watching capabilities to break on time. They have this LST type of stack. They have pretty good support on the Surge, but it's not going to be enough to break through the Vega defense. Vega has a much better board state at the moment. They don't have the Surge, but they're playing at a pace to where they're gonna match it eventually. M8 is finally forced to break, but now they have to worry about getting hit with the Surge at any opportunity. There's no way you can expect anything, but at least they have the initial defense. But Vega is still managing to speed up, waiting a little bit on that TSD. Trying to sustain the pressure as much as possible. They get that 4 Surge threshold.
And M8
the spike is still sustaining.
Wait, M8 has Ooze.
M8 did not have a down stack there. There's literally no way they're taking that over that eyepiece.
At least 3 more IPs were needed to downstack that. And that's not how the game works. Okay.
Okay, Vega.
Whoa. That's
okay, Vega. You're not even gonna let the extension happen?
You're...
That eyepiece is not going over! M8, no!
Oh my god.
Vega is playing at a pace to where they are outsending the extension before it even occurs.
How?
This is like some Minority Report precognition type beat. Like, what is happening right now?
How do you beat someone if they're going faster than your opener speed?
Well, that is M8's problem. They're gonna have to figure it out. Vega truly is a force to be reckoned with. Unfortunately, the damage on M8's board is gonna go from column 9 to column 2. This game absolutely hates them. So there will be no re-engage for any kind of advantage in the cards for M8 right now. They are gonna get the count to 4. They're gonna have the Surge as a defensive tool. But that's all it's going to be. There's going to be no advantage from this point forwards. They're going to be eating this 21 spike, sending this Surge on defense, and Vega's post pressure is going to be enough. That's going to be 2 points away from victory for Vega.
Right, both players going for... Is that... What? You saw that? You...
I have no idea what that was. What? Why the top out? You were like so fine? There was 0 threat? Question mark?
The Vega Aura, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, the Vega Aura has caused this man's keyboard to miraculously hit itself 5 times in a row.
There is no shot M8 has that extension. Wait, they have the overhang list. If they find this J piece, they have the well. They're gonna be able to cycle it in time. Count to 4 available. They have all of the Surge extension, but Vega has more.
No.
Oh, they're forced to break the Surge defensively. It was looking so... There was so much potential there, but Vega just shut it down.
Because Vega's doing Vega things.
M8 finally got to play the game that they have been fishing for throughout the entire event. They're trying to recycle for it. This time, Vega does not have adequate pressure to force the Surge break immediately, but the sustain will. The Surge is going to be sent unsupported. TST is coming out from Vega. What is this greed from Vega right now? The surge is gone. It's gonna be forced to be broken defensively. Any kind of advantage they have is now gone.
What is he doing? What is he looking
What
for?
are you? Stop!
What is he looking for? What is he even doing anymore?
What is bro waffling about?
Please skedaddle. Please leave the room. This
No,
has
please
to
don't.
be
Please
illegal.
don't. No. Do not listen to this homie right now. No.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Emma gets the garbage. Vega does have the fractal. They're gonna break the surge.
Okay,
Trying to force
is
the
in better
re-break.
form position here. Okay, this is still a neutral game. Ame is not in a position to pressure or send anything. Because if they do,
They are in a position to make this threshold. They are now matching Vega. They have the fractal at the ready. Vega's looking at tank into counter strike. M8 has the counter for. They have the well re-engaged. They have the eyepiece, but that is 36 damage from Vega. That is going to be an entirely defensive surge, despite having the best board state known to man. That is what we call the Vega effect, ladies and gentlemen. And that pressure is never ending.
Can I just talk about how quickly Vega did that? Like, that felt like an
Go for it.
actual robot doing that burst. Like, he has to thought about some of the places, right? It's not all instinct, right? Surely.
I mean, you
Okay.
did see them, like, not instinctually, but you saw them intentionally stall there. So there was definitely a lot of intention into that move.
Bravo, I guess. Okay.
Uh-oh. M8 is starting to get hit with the reversal of all time. Vega is using M8 spells against them. That is going to be a 32 spike, and there was more pressure incoming, but it's not even necessary. That is going to be 11-4 for Vega.
That was not a 0.1 PPS difference. That did not feel like a 0.1 PPS difference.
Averages moment. This is what we call very good time bursts, but Vega will be going to grand finals on winner's side, and we will be seeing more of M8 on the lower finals. But next matchup, Shabalch versus Silenzo.
Oh, John Speed versus John Plonk.
It's going to be very interesting. Silenzo might be playing at a pace to where they can actually force Shabalch into a lot of insane situations, regardless of whatever kind of pace Shabalch is trying to play. I think all of the adaptation is going to be on Shabalch's side, so it's going to be a very interesting matchup we have here. I feel like normally Silenzo has the win condition, so the adaptation is up to Shabalch. This is what I mean. It's like a lot of the times it's going to be like, okay, this player is going to be the one who decides who wins. But this time it's actually going to be the lower player that has that decision. Like, I say lower player even though they're like higher rank, but
If we look at it
in a vacuum, this matchup does not favor Shabalch, is what I'm saying.
yeah. But if you like look at this match with the context of Fuzzy versus Sabox, suddenly the favor looks a lot more Sabox sided because of just how the game went. And we see like Fuzzy and Senso, they have pretty similar playstyles from what we've seen so far.
I mean, the playstyles are the same, but as somebody who is an avid plonker, I'm saying that, like, even though it's a similar playstyle, it is a much different pace, and that's going to require a whole different set of adaptations. You might think, oh yeah, it worked over here, but who knows? Maybe this pace means that you're going to be missing an entire placement that you wouldn't have otherwise. Maybe you're going to be dealing with a whole different pressure pattern than normal. So Shabalch has to find this adaptation fast, because if Silenzo finds momentum, then the lead could be insurmountable. I think Shabalch definitely has it in them to win. It is technically favored on a seeing perspective, but they are going to have to find it in ways that are not conventional.
I feel like Sabox has a lot of time to find that out, so I think this will go just fine for him. Not by a
Yeah, they're going to have to leverage this first to 11. They're also taking the warm-up, so it makes sense.
Let's see this. Oh, there's a warm-up. Nice. Both players are feeling out their opponents right now.
Alright, Shabalch, after seeing the AFK can, I'm going to make sure they do not send clean to Silenzo to get counter-spiked by. Very good opening move. Both players are going to have the surge threshold. Shabalch is going to completely eviscerate the few amount of garbage lines that they had. Very nice break timing, and Silenzo does not have an adequate down stack So yeah, that was a very well played warm up by Shabalj. But Salenzo definitely did not seem to be playing at 100% there, so we will be seeing in the full set how this dynamic plays out.
Karina was a kind of nothing burger for Zabox because he really didn't get to learn anything about his opponent.
Not at all.
Yeah. Well,
Shabalj at least reaffirmed that their timing is right now really good. Their execution has been good. Their placements, for the most part, have been good. Their decisions have been good. But when it comes to the actual match, how are they going to fare?
Here's them feeling out their opponent again. Their real opponent, probably. The well lighting up. So
really good
pretty.
board state.
This is so pretty. Oh my god. Please break. Thank you. Thank you.
Very well played by Shabalj. Salenzo actually just going to completely decline the one skim that they have. It wouldn't have let them live, but very interesting decision to decline the one skim they have.
Sometimes the game just holds your hand and you just have to walk along with it. Maybe this time.
Alright, Salenzo is finally starting to pick up the speed because in the previous 2 rounds we were not seeing that speed. They were playing at like 2 PPS. But now the AFK canister also stopped, so... Okay, that is going to be floating fractal from Salenzo. They're going to have the counter 4 as well. Going to all spin sequences. Shabalj has the better board state, but they are staring down to the surge disadvantage of Doom and Despair, and there is simply nothing you can do against that 25 without the support even coming out.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Is stalling against Shabalj even worth it? Sometimes, but you have to be like actually aware. You can't just like stall out of nowhere.
What you're doing.
That's just like how stall works in general, so it's not like there's anything new there.
If you're just
but most of the time, Shabalj is gonna have the better time to stall. You just have to be confident in whenever you want to do it.
You have to have like purpose behind it. If you're stalling like, oh my god, I'm stalling, I'm so cool, then you're just performative. Stop doing that. You're bad at the game.
Not just that, but a lot of the times people will go off of feels. They'll play off of vibes, and a lot of the times they're correct. But against somebody who is intentional like Shabalj, you will get punished because they will notice you stalling and they will pivot before you can actually react. Because if you're stalling without screen watching, you're playing reactive, and you don't want to force yourself in situations where you're reactive often, unless you have like a flowchart ready.
Zabox again with the AFK opener. I
mean, they tanked the clean. They have counter 4s. They have the surge threshold in like 2 more. So.
But wait.
Oh no! Oh no! Wait! The burst!
The burst!
The burst! The color clear!
It's so clean. Wait, this is even. Wait. Okay.
Not even close. Salenzo is going to be breaking that surge on the defense. Shabalj unfortunately does have their well in column 2, so they are going to be breaking the surge somehow offensively, despite having the worst board state known to man, and that is
APP to the dot.
For lack of a better term, ridiculous.
All right, both players doing MKO. What the big 26?
Yeah, MKO will never be bad,
but it will never be good either way.
Debatable.
Okay, before this turns into an argument, let's talk about Silence's misdrop and what it will do for his board state. And the answer is nothing, apparently. Okay.
Well, Shabalj just like wins this round, right? Is there any way for Salenzo to come back here? Oh no, that is extreme well coverage. Luckily for them, Shabalj did not have the damage at the ready. Alright, Shabalj is going to support their surge through pre-pressure.
Oh no, Zanzo misshot the T. They had the down stack and everything. That it was sad. Oh.
I think this might be the opposite of what I was saying, because Shabalj already found their win condition. Now it's up to Salenzo to try and control their speed, because right now it's not like Shabalj is doing anything new. But Salenzo just is not playing in a way where they're actually punishing Shabalj and using their speed effectively.
That is very true.
We're seeing a lot of well coverage, we're seeing a lot of precarious situations that are entirely avoidable.
It seems to me that Salenzo isn't stopping.
Is it
or
what?
they aren't stopping at all to like think about the decisions. They're just stacking off of instinct, and that's leading to them misdropping a whole bunch and or making, for lack of a better word, suboptimal decisions.
Potentially. But they're gonna have to figure this out soon because Sabolch has momentum, and now it's going to be Salenzo who has to somehow come back from a 4-point deficit, and probably counting because Sabolch's momentum is still online. This might be the time to try and do something about that. Sabolch now going to be sent into the disadvantage.
Ooh.
Not very large disadvantage, but it is not negligible. Oh no, Shalenzo did not find a surge threshold. They are going to get outcycled here. 19 spike from Shabolch to try and engage the lethal. But it's not quite going to be there. Shabolch is going to recycle another 4 surge. Salenzo has plenty of clean on the board, so they have guaranteed survival from the initial engagement. Subsequent engagements we're about to find out. And now both players have to downstack with cheese.
Here. Sabox has having honestly a lot of cheese, but they're so lined up that it's not that noticeable. Contrasting
That was really good
to Salenzo
downstacking.
here, which the cheese is very spread out. Though Sabox is not really in the board state to send pressure, so I think Salenzo will be fine if they're stacking.
Okay,
Yeah.
Shabolch getting that burst. 3 pieces during travel time. I'm sorry, what?
What?
3 pieces during travel time.
That. Sure.
Why can you do
Okay.
that?
When you're John Plong, there's nothing you can't do.
Touche.
You sure?
Salenzo once again putting themselves in a precarious situation that was completely avoidable. Luckily, they do have the initial downstack. Oh, that misdrop!
Okay.
Sabolch has the punish ready. Sabolch is threatening a Brazil. Salenzo lock in.
DCL from Sabox, probably looking for tank here. Yep, up stacking. And tank.
Yep. There's a tank.
Not
There's a
the-
retank.
Not the craziest, like, well for him. But Saenzo. Saenzo stacking a little awkwardly here. We'll just go down with a combo, sending a little bit. Oh! That is very awkward. Having MD making him stack up, wasting a few more pieces just to resolve the board, and that's causing him to not get the piece in time.
Ah, there's the Brazil. Unfortunate. Salenzo once again extremely greedy at the top, and they are going to get punished for it. Shabolch most of the time is going to have something ready, and almost 100% of the time will be able to identify the blood in the water.
Sabo's is like a shark, goddamn.
Yeah.
I feel like every time I see Salenzo misdrop, the immediate reaction I see from Zabos is speeding up. And that's kind of scary. Oh! Okay.
I like the tanking from Salenzo, but unfortunately for them, Shabolch did actually find damage in that downstack, so it was not
When-
out of desperation. Or not entirely out of desperation. I think that was an optimal fin from Shabolch that they declined.
It was very optimal. The MD from the eyepiece might have been optimal for the downside, genuinely. Oh, like, I can't lie. Okay, AMK from Sabox. Working so in favor.
Yo,
Sabox
Shabolch
never
receiving
letting
damage and proceeding to drop the eyepiece first is ridiculous. Somehow they are not punished for that. They're going to
You
put
are
themselves
not-
in column 2 well intentionally. This might be Salenzo's chance. Okay, very good tank from Salenzo.
Senso has to break
Shabolch
here. if they
trying to
want
get that down stack. Oh, that is a 6 combos. Shabolch is so out of there. They have skedaddled. The danger is gone. Salenzo has to start cycling a surge right now, but they're just too focused on their own down stack. Luckily, Shabolch does not have any clean damage on their board, but you better believe that they have a down stack as well.
Senso's
Salenzo's finally starting that cycle. They have to be very disciplined with this, though. Very nice break. Okay, I think Salenzo might be locking in now. They might have it. Sabolch is gonna have to fight for these rounds if Salenzo continues playing like this.
Okay. That is kind of true. Zabos is in the deficit here with cheese on the board, which is very scary. Deciding to counter 5 here. bursting for that T-spin, getting another T-spin, getting searched for, has a lot of defense here. Decide not to go down.
Lenzo's not putting themselves in worse situations. Like, that is half of the battle already won. Now they just need to find the kill shot.
That will be kind of hard with Sabok's ability to just downstack everything? Question mark?
But yeah, but
sure.
if it goes to a downstack war, then Solenzo has the cycling advantage, so... Ooh, that misdrop's very... not good for Solenzo.
Yes,
Luckily, they have at least a little bit of clean to guarantee the initial survival, but Szabolcs is going to have the sustain at the ready. They have the 4 surge threshold. They're gonna stack it up a little bit more, waiting for the opportune time to break. They might be forced to break if they receive any minuscule amount of pressure. There it is. Solenzo is ready as well. Once again, Solenzo not being greedy at the top, and that's gonna save their life. We are starting to approach gravity margin time. Not going to be a problem right now, but might be a problem later. Misdrop comes out from Solenzo. They find the TSD, but yeah, there's nothing much there. Szabolcs does have a punish. And even though Solenzo lost that round, Szabolcs really had to fight for that. I think this is a genuine win con that Solenzo found, and without the misdrops, if they're able to continue playing like this, Szabolcs is going to have to find a new adaptation. They have a lot of time to do so, but this is the play.
This is the play, but it's also relying on the fact that Solenzo has to win both the stamina game and the mental game. With how
yeah, very easier said than done, especially for a speed player. I've definitely heard from a lot of speed players that stamina does become an issue trying to hold pace for long periods of time.
Yeah, because how long was that last round? It was like 2 minutes, and Solenzo
It was about 2.5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, and Solenzo have been holding like 3.5 for the entire round without fail, which is kind of insane for their level, their rank.
Very nice downstack from Solenzo. Very nice retanking from Szabolcs, trying to hold this LST for just a little bit. Maybe there's a count to 4 here.
Oh, the green.
Wait, are they trying to hold the surge? Okay, they break defensively.
Very nice motivated downstack. Ooh, whoa. Okay,
ooh, that's a really good spike from Solenzo at the perfect time as well. Now they are going to have to do that 9 more times. They're going to have to match Szabolcs' entire scoreline right now in order to stay in this tournament, which is a very hard task, but I'm not going to say that the possibility is gone.
Never said a tournament was supposed to be easy. Solenzo, I really like Solenzo's board right now. As I say that, they make the most questionable decision. But Szabolcs is... He's clean. He's super clean. There's nothing he can do about it.
Oh no, Solenzo, that STSD is not real. I know it's a misdrop fix, but that is going to put you in the worst scenario known to man. You now have to take these 9 rounds with 0 room for error. Against an opponent like Szabolcs, that is a Herculean task.
Oh wow. Right, a lot more methodical.
I like this ball. I very much like this ball from both players.
What opener is that?
That's offside DT cannon from Solenzo. And
really
I'm not
that.
too sure what it does here.
There's a lot of opportunities for combos right after the DT. This is the perfect moment for a search for...
Lily Peach reference.
Holy heavens.
Solenzo, you needed that second Z piece. Oh no.
Szabolcs
Oh no, it's
right
not looking
now.
good.
Choosing to not break.
Solenzo does have the immediate cycle. Yes, Szabolcs is looking for the guaranteed
my
lethal.
God.
They're not trying to play any risks here.
Very fair enough.
Because what happens if they just break and then they lose their advantage and then Solenzo finds speed down stack? That's always a opportunity.
I think that... No, that's not it. That's so not it. Whoa, why?
Not yet.
Oh my god, please.
Yep, Solenzo does have the out cycle. This is exactly what we're talking about. If you miss the lethal, then it's going to be very hard to find that again. Szabolcs is trying to out pressure to find the kill, but once again, it's Szabolcs, so the playstyle simply does not match in order to allow that to happen.
May I bring...
You're going to have to return to the methodical gameplay.
the same number PPS.
Yeah. Szabolcs is matching pace.
Just
Alright, Szabolcs is trying to win through pure attrition, sending the cheese over. Lenzo is going to show some restraint on the 4 surge threshold. I very much like it in that board state.
Ooh.
And they are going to take the round for it. Yeah, Szabolcs trying the adaptation. They diverted from what worked, and they did lose the round for it.
I think
Lenzo
they're
is
kind of
continuing with their own win con.
pressure and trying to win, get a quick and easy win out of that. But like, getting
Yeah, but there's no such thing as quick and easy against a player like Solenzo. Quick and
Wait,
Easy
Vega?
is like their middle name.
No, that's quick and smart. Oh my
But yeah, the moment Shabal noted that there was zero chance for roll access, they did find that guaranteed kill shot, and they will be taking that set and moving on to lower finals.
GG.
A valiant
Good
effort
work,
from Slenzo.
Slenzo.
They did find the win condition at the end, but too little, too late. And that will be
It did have a
elimination.
very good run.
Oh, M8 forfeited. Unfortunate. GG's. Okay, we're going to grand finals, baby!
Holy shit! Zabox Grand Finals! Yo! Dude, can... Oh wait, sorry. I will take a break to go get water. My voice is gone.
Alright. I don't know why you don't have it next to you. You must be new here. Hopefully you book more sessions and we can figure this out. Pleading emoji.
Pay me.
Does homie think I'll have like bands or something? What is this? But yeah, we have seen enough of these players throughout this event, and I think that the way Shabalch is playing right now, a bracket reset is in order. Of course, it's going to be very hard to do against somebody who's playing 2 PPS faster than the rest of your opponents thus far. So very extremely different pacing requirements. But even with that, Shabalch is confident enough to say no to the warm-up. So this is going to be very interesting. Maybe taking advantage of the fact that they're already pretty hot. They are going to try and fight Vega when they're cold initially. And already we're going to see Shabalch starting to falter due to the Vega pressure.
It is just so
Oh, Vega's misdropping though. Ah, too little too late.
Doesn't matter though. Starting out the second.
What the frick? Middle TKI? Is that like real?
I
Vega.
wasn't paying attention to Vega.
Vega.
What did he
What
do?
am I looking at? What am I looking at? There's more! Shabalch isn't even playing bad!
Oh my god.
Nice argument, unfortunately, Vega.
It doesn't matter. Actually, maybe it matters. No, there's an
Shabalch
outside.
does find that force surge threshold. They're gonna unload through all their material, and Vega does not have the out cycle.
Wait, is it doable?
It's doable. It's just extremely hard here. They have to get used to pacing almost twice as bad as they have been facing.
Okay.
Ours.
There's just a slight
If I'm force surge threshold,
right
they
now.
don't have to break immediately. They'll probably will have to break defensively here. Wait, no, Vega breaks defensively here.
Very. It's interesting decisions from the break from Vega. No, the board state is.
I mean, once again, Vega treats Surge as an accessory, not a necessity, so... Take bars.
Yeah, I'll give you some pat in the back for that. So
I like the immediate tank from Shabalch, being very aware of their spawn location, making sure that they don't end up panicking to the disadvantage, because if they hadn't done that tank, they would not have had the subsequent pressure required to live. Once again, finding the force surge threshold, they now have a defensive tool. Shabalch is playing this cycle very well. I think Shabalch is already figuring out the pacing, and this is the power of somebody who has honed the craft of plonking. Vega right now not in a good spot, but once again, it is still Vega, so of course they're going to have the ice out cycle. Trying to downstack their cheese, so Shabalch is going to have to prepare for some cheese of their own. Pretty standard stuff here.
I have to say that what Sabos shares with Vega is how they treat
burst.
Surge. No, how they treat Surge. Because if you've been
I
noticing-
actually disagree here.
yeah, how
Because
so?
Shabalch very much knows how the frick they want to do their Surge. It's almost always intentional what their decisions are. Vega kind of just, if it happens, it happens.
Oh.
But because of the way they play, it's efficient enough to where a lot of the times it just works anyway.
Alright, I see your point. Speaking of Surge, Vega breaks a 20 Surge with an
Yeah, first spike.
for a 30. I don't think you're surviving that. Going
Like, textbook timing, that was not good. However, once again, it's Vega, so their efficiency and post-pressure was enough to kill anyway. Like, Shabalch almost had the survival there, but post-pressure is too good.
Sabos here having to go down, not gonna continue bidding up back-to-back because of the 4.5 PPS demon breaking Surge, sending more. There's more 4.5, 252, 300.
Yeah, Shabalch is going to find the maximum down stack, but they're thinking a little bit too hard. It's not even like they were thinking too hard, it's just... Nice argument, unfortunately, Vega type B.
They aren't thinking too hard, they're thinking too slowly.
Yeah. I feel like The threshold on how fast you're allowed to think against Vega is kind of unrealistic, but that is just what Shamolch has to deal with right now.
Ooh, that is
Oh
not how
no.
the eye kick works. Even a top player.
Shamolch was trying to hit the horizontal eye spin. They weren't actually trying to go down, and then they just couldn't find it, unfortunately. Was that possible, Ellie?
That was, but Vega did the wrong orientation.
Gotcha.
Um, that was. Yeah, I have.
Ooh, Vega's not at the best board state. They will have to break the surge defensively here. Shabbalch does not have the post pressure in order to guarantee the kill. However, what they do have is the ability to cycle another surge and actually press the advantage state. It's not often we see Shabbalch being allowed to press the advantage state.
I don't think.
Gonna try to cheese up
perfectly,
Vega.
but then Vega gets 2 eyepieces in a row, completely invalidating, but doesn't kill immediately. It's a little awkward for Zabox right now, having to use an eyepiece to.
It's fine for Shabbalch right
a
now.
little bit.
Unfortunately, their cheese isn't going to persist, but they are still alive. Vega's not in any large advantage. They're trying to find the 4 surge threshold, gonna be able to find it. They're probably gonna break it really soon after their next WAD, if I had to guess.
Very 10 billion T pieces for Vega.
Okay, I'm wrong.
And
there it
I
is.
don't. Yeah, that's not.
That was a really good sustain by Vega.
Yeah,
They saw that TSS donation that just completely overwhelmed Shabbalch with the post pressure.
I think that Zabox is playing perfectly. It's just Vega. It's. I hate to say it, but the skill gap is very noticeable.
Yeah, the problem is that you're still playing Vega, yeah. Like, it's not like the board state was a break moment, I just assumed that Shabbalch had something, but once again, Shabbalch does have to play very reactive here, just by nature of the matchup. So, Vega actually has a lot more room to experiment than they're used to, which is, of course, just better. But yeah, that is 25 surge, and it's not even necessary. Surprised Vega isn't even trolling? Is Vega known for trolling?
Vega is sort of known for trolling, and
Goddamn.
or playing suboptimally. Well, he's a top player, so I don't know. What can you
As
do?
another top player, I don't want to freaking hear it.
Sure. Sad.
Also, 30 spike from Vega, that is 260 APM, my goodness. Shabbalch, once again, having near perfect cycle, but just not good enough.
Ooh, Vega misshopping, slowing down, giving Zabox a time to breathe here.
Shabbalch is able to find the 4 surge threshold, but they're gonna have to break it defensively here.
I think that is a
That
perfect.
is 32, but Shabbalch does have the room to tank. Ooh, Vega misdrops, so they're actually not gonna have the re-pressure onto Shabbalch and potentially kill threat. Unfortunately for Shabbalch, they are still facing Vega, so that cycle is just not possible the way they wanted it to. They're gonna have to break the surge defensively. The retank is in order. And that is a lot of cheese that they're gonna have to be dealing with very, very soon.
Vega has.
And it's already
immediate
gone, very well
pressure.
played. But Vega is cycling another surge right now. You better believe this resend is going to be elite.
That is the wrong piece. You have.
Yeah, that is not an L.
the Elfies. And yet the game blesses you with 2 J's. Can Zabox use this opportunity to get a quick top down?
Heck no, that's a 10 combo. Skedaddle.
It's alright. It's Vega. Fuck.
Yeah. Vega's downstacks, dare I say, are very reminiscent of Diao. Am I crazy for saying that?
I do agree. Knowing Vega for a good while, the clips he posts on YouTube, you would never. I don't think any other top player would think of the things that he does. Like we saw him in like different other games, like other sets that he played. The down section he sees, you think that they're wrong decisions, and then it turns into a 40 spike.
Like this stall from Vega here, and now they're just gonna have all the room in the world to start sustaining this LST, and the moment they find this counter for it, you better believe it is going to skedaddle. Oh, they've already held.
Yeah.
They've already held. Okay, they have the initial survival. Find the T-spin, find the down stack. Sabulch will be on the back foot shortly, so they will have to find this
They do
well
get the short,
immediately.
though, so they do have some defense. They do get the well. Where's the eyepiece? The eyepiece comes, Tetris and T-Spin for defense.
Unfortunately, that is column 9, so there is no room to actually press an advantage here for Sabulch.
Ooh, that eyepiece is a little awkward. Having to waste a T there, so... Huh? One thing, Vega, learn your fucking J-spins. Every single time that J-spin came up, bro was just clicking buttons.
I mean, a lot of their gameplay can be described as just clicking buttons, and yeah, right there, they tried to do the out cycle. Unfortunately, you cannot fluke the 3 placements during travel time once again. So, that will be a top out.
Vega, if you're listening to the stream, what you're supposed to do with that is you're supposed to stop drop, and then you click 180. No, not whatever you were doing. Thank you. Anyway.
Do you think Vega's listening right now, bro? Do you see this gameplay? Does this look like the gameplay of somebody who has any care in the world? Also, god dang, yeah. You see those Allspin sequences? No, they took that purposely. They're definitely listening. They took this personally. They said, yo, you want to see some Allspin? You want to see some Surge? We're going for 30, baby! Watch out, Sabulch!
Please don't let him run the fade on me. I'm scared.
Did you say the fade?
Oh my god.
35 and counting, not even necessary. That is a 5-point gap.
Saying 35 and also 222 APM without breaking Surge.
Chat says didn't even get to break. Vega was not going to break.
He was.
There is no universe in which Vega was breaking that freaking Surge, bro.
Homie
was going to win through sustain, and whatever number they were at was whatever they would be at. Sending over a 31, not going to be enough. Sabulch does have the immediate down stack. Are they going to be ready for the recycle? Potentially, because Vega did misdrop, and the punish is at the ready. Yeah, true, he doesn't break there even TL? Yeah.
Number go up.
If there's no damage, Vega's just not breaking it, bro. I say that Vega is one of the more trigger-happy players the moment they do receive damage, but without the damage, there's no reason to. Oh, no, I'm reading forecast! A very good freaking stall from Vega there. Without the stall, they were actually about to get deep-fried, cooked, sauteed, all the syllables.
Wait, so you're telling me that Vega has been watching this entire time?
I wouldn't say the entire time, but the times they did are very good. You don't need constant screen watching to have good long.
What the fuck was that?
Like, a lot of the times you see Vega screen watching at very textbook moments. For example, whenever you have a large spike, there's no reason not to look over because you're not in any danger and you want to maximize its potency. Stuff like that. If you're in high disadvantage, and maybe you want to screen watch a little bit to make sure you can find your correct way back, because otherwise you are going to get outblocked.
Sabulch's playing correctly?
But yeah, Sabulch has been playing correct this entire time. The deficit here is not the way they're playing, it's sheer mechanical skill. They're just waiting for Vega to mess up. That's the win condition here, as bad as it is. It is not a playstyle thing, it's not an adaptation thing, it is pure mechanical gap.
I kinda do want to...
Like, right now they want to do T-spin setup, but it's just not possible against Vega.
And that's way too much.
What if Vega drops an Among Us? Is that actionable? I don't know what the rule is here.
If Vega drops an Among Us... I don't know. I can't think of any incentive. Why would I give an incentive?
Incentive? Why are we encouraging this? Stop it.
The feds are on me, man. I'm scared.
That is a 21 spike from Vega, and you better believe there is more where that came from. The Surge is climbing. No threats quite yet. That's a TST tower!
No,
That's a TST tower!
Oh my god.
They don't even get to fire it off, but it's not even freaking necessary. It's time for match point. The Clockwork lead was very short-lived, and for good reason.
I would be yelling, but it's way too late in the night right now.
Would you say that your mind is drifting away?
It's so late. Okay. Is Vega using extended stick spin?
Vega has extended under their belt. Of course they do. We're seeing a little bit of
Oh my
mech
God,
shape.
please.
Absolutely maximize the speed.
Okay.
There's no PC here.
Go for it, please. Please, Vega.
Go for the PC. Where?
I fish for it. I don't know. Also, this is
Fish!
nasty.
Do you see the surge?
This is actually nasty.
Once again, mech forecasting. Insane.
I'm sorry, my eyes are
Mulch
glued
playing
to
out of their
board.
mind. Unfortunately for them, all of their material is in column
no,
2,
no.
so there is
Fine.
no way to press anything.
No.
29 spike of sheer sustain.
Wait.
Damn, this Stop!
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Vega, but you're not beating the Dial allegations. You're not beating the Dial allegations.
What if
That
I
is the
did
most
Dial?
Dial hands off the keyboard moment I have ever seen.
Please. We're clip farming at this point. What the fuck?
Please die, please. No, you don't deserve to live this. No.
Please.
Also, why does Shaboch keep getting all their garbage in column 2 and 9? Ask, please!
Okay, we got 3. Okay. This is a little
Goblin.
blatant.
God Goblin, I
Bad
need your
Goblin,
help.
please.
There's no reason that the garbage should be this bad for Shaboch.
Why
Homie is
calling-
already at disadvantage.
Why are you calling him Bad Goblin like he's Maharaga?
Bad Goblin, please help.
What is he doing? He's just stacking. We're just stacking now. It's not even. That's a spin. I didn't know that was a spin. Sure.
Holy outcycle! Shaboch has the
Okay, that has
replenish
to go.
though.
Please, that
This
has to.
has to be it. No, it's Vega cycling. It's Vega cycling. Of course not. There's no such thing. This 2.7 speed stat is a lie. It's criminal. It's a sin. Do you see these bursts?
You're not allowed to live. We illegal.
Homie's playing Guilty Gear with cheats on, bruh. Infinite burst theory. Shaboch
Okay.
looking for the Force Surge. They now have a defensive tool. But once again, look at where this garbage is. You better believe it. It's column 9.
You better believe it. Oh my god, please.
Look at the bottom of their board. You better believe it. It's column 9.
It's on. The world is against Zabok, but Zabok is still surviving. What is Vega doing?
So look at the sustained pressure that's about to income from Vega right now. Looking for the count of 4. Bang.
Okay, he has to break here.
Oh, this is like textbook surge break. Wait, no?
He says fuck the book. He says fuck the book. Yes, Who fuck cares what reading? Textual players can't read.
We're going for 30. Vega.
We're learning
So
new
Mulch has such a
numbers.
good board state, but it's not but a matter. Wait, what is this garbage from Vega? It's in column 7! I'm sorry! Look at where Shaboch is and look at where Vega is. You're telling me this is fair.
Uh,
Least biased garbage interactions. Holy moly.
oh my.
And congratulations to Vega for taking the tournament 11-5. Holy moly, what a showing.
Oh,
What a showing from both players, but Vega just establishing, yeah. That's Vega right there. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Bro was playing with his food? He was!
and he's still hungry.
Homie's playing at 2.5 constant and then bursting in danger. Homie's playing like freaking Z-Taj.
Like this plate clean too.
At least this isn't a major tourney. Touche. Absolutely ridiculous match that was, for lack of a better term. But yeah, we have a W. We have a victor.
Vega
Alright.
continuing to
Promo time?
back to $5. Oh, promo.
It's promoing time?
Oh, promo. Ooh, I like
All right.
promo.
New event, Fuzzy Spin.
Oh my god.
This is going to be a gimmick tournament. I feel like the name Fuzzy Spin is already like enough of like a telltale sign that this is a gimmick tournament, but just to confirm, this is indeed a gimmick tournament. There are things like Guess the TR, Quick Play 2, and Puzzles. So from that, it looks like there's
Oh.
actually not any 1v1 in here. So all you have to do is unlock all of your mods, so make sure you have a floor 10 if you haven't gotten there already. And then you are eligible for participation, and then you can cook. looks like a lot of fun. Here's the wheel. You get your random mod. You don't need the reverse mod, just a normal mod, so that's gonna help a lot with accessibility. But yeah, open tournament.
This looks really interesting. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah. And I do love the fact that we're getting more quick play events, because I'm pretty sure right now we kind of just have Chase to the Top, right?
Right to the top, yeah.
So now we're getting some more entrance into that kind of genre of tournament, so definitely show the support, pull up if you are free, you know. April 4th.
April
So
4th?
you have a lot of notice. Clear schedules. You know the drill.
Okay. Overall thoughts on the tourney? That was... I think Sabo was the main character. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Sabo was kind of the main character in this tourney.
Yeah, I think so.
He kinda
I think
looks
that's a
like
pretty good analysis.
the Indigo League of 3 Striders. Like, wait, can we look at the bracket again?
Yeah, let's go ahead and look at this. Ellie, I'm gonna let you cook.
Like, first of all, he goes and fights, what is it, Exu, which is like his exhibition match, right? That's where he gets to show off all of his gameplay. And then next time he fights Fuzzy. And there we showcase his adaptability. And then he triumphs against Silenzo. And then so you're telling me this is also a revenge story?
Yes. Holy main characters. You were unmuted when you said that, right, production?
Oh.
God damn. Okay, so word from production is saying that Savulch was actually sent to losers by Silenzo, so that was the revenge story in question. So, my goodness. Actual main character moment, and then they fight main villain a few arcs too early, and yeah.
Yeah, missing a
They got their humbling
missing arcs.
story.
Maybe we will see another show.
This tournament might be good material for slander. I think that this community would do very well from slander memes. I think they would fit very well. It would be really funny.
We love Slander. It does a lot for our clout. Please.
Given that like you actually know the player, I guess. If you don't, then don't even bother.
We love to build personality of our players. That's how a community grows. Please.
Exploding emoji. Wow.
Fire. 100.
All right.
Pregnant man.
So is it rating time? What's our target? What are we looking at?
Oh yeah, yeah. Who is streaming?
Okay, we have an Amiri on TC. We have a Spoonie on Pokemon.
We are not.
Okay, Amiri's gone. Big Rain and Tetrium on Luminous.
Tetrium?
Yeah, there's Tetrium on Luminous. There's Spoonie on
There's
Pokemon.
Spoonie on Pokemon.
I'm just reading down the list. I see a Mahjong streamer. We're probably not gonna go there.
We could just go to Spoonie.
I don't object.
I don't object. I keep the idea.
All right, looks like a unanimous Spoonie moment. So
Yep.
let's send her some love, y'all.
That is not a good thing to say. Never mind.
I'm terrified. You're gonna have to tell me after we're off air.
Maybe.
Blocky little Strider, when you gonna place?
Hanky.
Taking all the clean sets, making me cheese race.
Made.
Cinema. You're not tapped into the Bad Goblin Stackies lore. I can't believe you.
I'm not.
Anyways, peace out, y'all. Send Spoonie love.
Alright, sorry, run the fade. Right now.
Fade!
Run the fade right now.
Die.
Low genuinely, I can't say words. GG. Brain fried.
Jeez.
Vega 2 Goofy. The aura got to me. Are we off?
Bye-bye.